Detroit Lions pregame show on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Time now for our NFL Insider as we get set for the Lions and Commanders preseason week number 2. Our Insider this week brought to you by Ford. Ready, set, Ford. Will Birchfield does a great job covering the Lions and everything else sports in Detroit for 97.1 The Ticket, our flagship station. Birchie, what's up?
Hey, good to be back here on the hallowed grounds, man.
Hey.
This is a true sign of football season, baby.
Even in preseason, it feels good to be home.
It really does. It really, just walking in today and smelling the air again, hearing the thump of the music, watching the fellas get warmed up down there. It just makes the arm hair stand up just a little, Big Low. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we've talked about it. I know you've talked about it. You and I have talked about it this week on different shows. A lot of the focus today is on that offensive line because we're going to see some starters, and we're going to see 4 starters on that offensive line.
I was on with Stoney this morning and Jeremy Otto, and they asked me players to watch, and I said, well, watch 2 guys who are going to be playing side by side today on the offensive line, Juice Scruggs and Christian Mahogany. Juice Scruggs obviously is the leader in the clubhouse for the starting center job, but I think he's got work to do. He had, at times, a sloppy practice last week with some muffed exchanges between he and Jared Goff under center. You want to see that obviously a little bit more clean today. And then, you know, I'm a big supporter of Christian Mahogany as a fellow Boston College guy myself, Lomas Brown, but, you know, I'm not sure
it's a deep
he is.
connection.
That's right. I'm not sure he has seized that job the way the coaching staff hoped he would entering camp. And it's amazing, Lomas. I don't know if it's the guys today aren't toughened like you guys were back then, but depth can erode so quickly, even in training camp. They entered camp feeling like they had done a really good job of fortifying the interior offensive line depth. And then Cade Mays goes down, and then Ben Barch goes down, and the 2 guys who are supposed to push Mahogany for that job, Juice Scruggs and Ben Barch. Scruggs is now working at center, and Barch is off the field, and all of a sudden it feels like Mahogany has almost won that job by default again. So it's notable, Dan, that this week they bring in Laken Tomlinson, their first-round pick from 2015, and Will Hernandez, a second-round pick in 2018. 2 guys who I think should signal to Mahogany that he's going to have to really win this job here in the final week and a half of camp.
Yeah, that's got to be the mindset, Lomas.
Yeah, my thing is when Coach said we won't be held hostage, when the coach says that, you have to take that to heart as a player, man, because he's basically calling you out in a nice way, but he's calling you out, and Coach made the emphasis of that.
And to kind of amplify Birchie's point, when they bring in 2 guys that have started as many games as Hernandez and Tomlinson have, that tells you their eyes are open.
Yeah.
And if you don't seize the moment, they're not going to be held hostage. They're not going to wait for you, so you got to get that done. I think another fascinating room is that linebacker room because, man, let me tell you, you got guys there. I think any one of them could make the team. Look, Barnes, Rodrigo, White, Nowaski, Rolder, they feel like they're going to be in there. But then this week you had Dave Phipp talking about, look, Bocce, Agbangbamiga, Reeder, Hunter, all terrific on special teams.
Yeah.
Everybody can kind of do something. Throw Damone Clark in there, who's got a lot of snaps in the NFL. There's going to be some tough cuts in that room.
Definitely. And Dave Phipp told us this week that he prefers those linebackers on special teams, especially on punt plays, because they're more used to playing in open space and running downhill than defensive linemen are. It's much more difficult for defensive linemen to pivot from playing in short spaces to playing in open spaces. So I think he puts a premium on linebackers when it comes to those special teams battles. But it's also a reimagined linebacker core. They played, obviously, so much base defense last year, far more than any team in the league. And it really was just a 1-2-3 pecking order with Anzalone, Campbell, and Barnes. But there is more flexibility built into this defense this year to incorporate different linebackers over the course of a game, even the course of a series, Lomas. Like we see that a lot in camp, so much shuttling in and out. Here comes Rodrigo. Here comes Devin White back in. I think when Rolder gets healthy, they're going to want to incorporate him as part of that will linebacker that Rodrigo and Devin White can play. So a lot of intriguing pieces in that room.
Yeah, and can I say this? That think about our return game. We were good with Khalif here for all those years.
Yes.
Now we're going into uncharted territory where we got 2 guys, Dortch And we have Lovett. He's one in the mix.
And Tom Kennedy
Kennedy.
Yeah.
So they're still trying to figure out who's going to be our return guys, too.
And it feels like Dortch is going to be that guy on punts. That's probably his job to lose. Kennedy will be out there fielding some punts today. Dortch will get his shot at kickoffs today. But the one thing the coach also said was they believe this whole kickoff play is going to change this year. It's going to evolve. It's year 2 under this iteration of the system, and teams are going to do some different things. And they're looking for, A, how to be better in coverage, but B, to your point, also how to be better and more explosive when they're returning the football.
Yeah, and I think, Thip has said they're looking for bigger-bodied guys to play that role of kick returner.
Straight downhill.
Because you're really absorbing a lot of contact in that department. And so he mentioned a couple intriguing names, one of whom was Isaiah Pacheco, and that's something he did as a rookie back in KC in 2022. Obviously currently sidelined, but I think they're experimenting with some different bodies in that role this year. Jacob Sailors was pretty good last year. He was the leading kick returner, but they might see an opportunity to work some new guys in there. I think Greg Dortch could be a fire plug on punt return. He had a great year last year, a career high in punt return average, and it takes a certain kind of sicko, though, to embrace punt returns in the NFL. You got 11 dudes racing down the field trying to take your head off.
You're looking up.
And then you're running full speed into him. And he told me, I've just embraced that. And he knows he's a dynamic, explosive player, and he puts himself in harm's way, much like Khalif did.
All right, final thing, keys to the game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence is key when it comes to your health care coverage. If you think Dan Campbell's putting a couple of things up on a whiteboard going into this game, what would they be?
For one, I think that the nickel position is very interesting. There's a lot of guys that fit into that job this year potentially, and it seems like it's coming down to Keith Abney, Christian Izzian, and Roger McCreary. And I think Keith Abney's stock is on the rise. We've seen him rep a lot with the first-team defense recently, so he's one guy I'll be watching today. And then, look, I think it comes back to the offensive line. I think he wants to have confidence in that unit working as a unit. We probably won't see Panay today, I would guess, but I think he wants to know that on the interior, Ratledge, Scruggs, and Mahogany can be a force to be relied on.
Yeah, I think he can go into this game, play those 4 offensive linemen, and say, we know we're good with the 5th one.
Right, yeah.
Panay, you just stand right here next to me.
Yeah.
You stand next to me. Yeah. We're going to make sure those guys are tight.
Yeah.
All right, Will Birchfield joined us from 97.1 The Ticket as our NFL Insider. Birch, good stuff, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it, fellas.
All right, Will Birchfield joining us right there. We are counting you down to kick off preseason game number 2. We're back at Ford Field and loving that. Lions Commanders coming up. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Hey Lions fans, Sam Laporta here. Detroit doesn't do small, and neither do I. And neither does Chunky. When hunger hits, it better be big. That's why I go with Campbell's Chunky Soup. Bold flavor and hearty bowl that fills you up right. So when hunger comes at you, hit it back with Chunky. I grab mine at Meijer. Campbell's Chunky. Proud partner of the Detroit Lions. Soup that eats like a meal.
This is the call of the Australian rubber bird.
Snap! Snap!
This is the call of the Alaskan chili bird.
Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold.
And this is the call of the marathon mascot bald eagle, Max.
Hi, it's Max.
Hello.
Did you know you could save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app?
No. Well, thanks for the call.
Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
From concept to flight ready, the Three-Dimensional Services Group delivers for the aerospace industry. With cutting-edge manufacturing technology and precision machining that offers unbeatable accuracy and quality, we offer dynamic visuals showcasing the partner's capabilities. Connect with us today and elevate your aerospace projects. The Three-Dimensional Services Group is your partner in flight. Our team is your team. Learn more at the3dimensional.com or call 800-959-0804.
The
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
When you're involved in an accident, you need more than just a great lawyer. You need a great team. And only Feminine Law has the accident response team. Crisis counselors that get your life moving again. Medical, forensic, and technical experts that meet with doctors and secure the evidence that protects your case. With Feminine Law, you're not waiting on us to call you back. We're out there working on day one to get your life back and to get you paid. Call 855-65-CRASH or visit GetDavidGetPaid.com.
Need a space shot? Rent a clean, dry, ground-level storage container from Eagle Leasing today. Call 1-800-GET-EAGLE or visit us at EagleLeasing.com. I'm Mike Eagle. You see us everywhere.
The Detroit Lions pregame show on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
Time for your Around the League segment, brought to you by Wallside Windows, Michigan's leader in replacement windows for over 80 years. Week 2 of the preseason slate got underway on Thursday night, and they're calling it the preseason game of the year, if there is such a thing. The Texans led the Raiders 20-10 going into the fourth, but Las Vegas put up a 12 spot and won this one 22-20 at the gun. Aiden O'Connell outperformed number 1 overall pick Fernando Mendoza, who threw a touchdown in the wrong direction, an 80-yard pick six. Mendoza, though, dusting himself off, 8 for 15, 86 yards, no touchdowns in that one pick. Aiden O'Connell, 15 for 24. Elsewhere on Thursday, it was the 49ers 41, all over the Chargers 17. Mac Jones for the 49ers, 6 for 13 for 89 yards. How about action from last night? The Jets over the Steelers 17-0 in a matchup that people had their eyes on. Drew Aller lit the world on fire in his first preseason outing. Not so much the second time around for the rookie out of Penn State. 11 for 23 for $110, but still won the battle over former Michigan Stater and Kansas Stater Will Howard. You got to do that in today's college football day and age, right? Everyone's got multiple teams. Will Howard, 10 for 15, 74 yards, but 2 interceptions on the game. Meanwhile, Cade Klubnik, the former Clemson Tiger, impressing in his efforts to become the New York Jets' backup to Geno Smith. 10 for 14 for 75 yards through the air. Geno Smith did play, by the way, 7 for 7 for 65 yards as the Jets win. It was the Panthers 34 and the Jaguars 17 in preseason game number 2. Bryce Young did take the field for Carolina. He went 5 for 6 for 49 yards. Kenny Pickett looking to find a home, 15 for 25, $137. As for Jacksonville, Joey Aguilar, 9 for 10 for $130, a touchdown and no interceptions in preseason action. It was also the Packers 33 and the Broncos 13 yesterday. Different philosophies from different teams. No Jared Goff for the Lions. Jordan Love playing in the preseason for the Green Bay Packers. He goes 5 for 7 for 56 yards. Former Buckeye Kyle McCord goes 12 for 19 for $118. Bo Nix, his first action since the ankle injury in the playoffs, goes 6 for 9 for 76 yards. We've got a massive slate today. 10 preseason games coming your way, tipped off by your Commanders and Lions matchup. Elsewhere, though, it's the Falcons at the Colts. Backup QB battles take center stage. Is Anthony Richardson, former top 5 pick, on his way to being ousted or outright released in Indianapolis? Keep in mind, a matchup that most people are watching in terms of who's going to start, Michael Penix Jr. versus Tua Tagovailoa in Atlanta. That's going to be really interesting to see how it shakes out. But perhaps the most tabloid-worthy quarterback battle in the NFL is taking place in Cleveland, where Deshaun Watson reportedly has the lead over Shedeur Sanders, but Shedeur gets the start today against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo's new era keeps taking shape. They open a new stadium that has many obstructed views. And, well, Josh Allen looked excellent in his debut. They've got a new offense as well that they're getting untracked. And how is the depth around their superstar quarterback? The Ravens take on the Vikings, where Baltimore's quarterback development machine looks to take the next step. Joe Fagnano, a rookie, threw for 224 yards in week number 1, but the Vikings have some quarterback questions of their own. If Kyler Murray can play like a former number 1 overall pick, well, the Vikings could stun a lot of people, right? But the question is, can Kyler Murray be the guy? It's the Saints and the Rams, and everyone wants to know, is Ty Simpson's surge a blip or a trend? Remember, the Rams shocked the football world by drafting Ty Simpson in the first round with Matt Stafford already on the roster. Well, in week 1, they rallied behind Ty Simpson, who threw 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Tyler Shuck will play for the New Orleans Saints, now entrenched as their starter. The drama there is, well, Zach Wilson leads backup QB Spencer Rattler for New Orleans in that second QB race. The Giants at the Dolphins. Is Malik Willis ready to be a full-time starting quarterback? Well, he's probably not going to play in this one, so we won't get the answer. These two teams had joint practices against each other this week. Practice got chippy. We will soon see how much improvement can John Harbaugh expect in year number 1. Eagles at the Patriots. A.J. Brown up against his former mates, but yet again he will not play. Philadelphia, meanwhile, gets a regime test. New OC Sean Mannion, while New England is a completely different environment from Philadelphia's opener. We will see how that one plays out today. It's the Bears and the Bengals today. Interestingly, this week, Joe Burrow expressing frustration with his franchise, saying the need for everyone in the organization to come to work with a sense of urgency is lacking in Cincinnati. That's going to be really interesting to see. As for Chicago, backup Case Keenum threw for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. It's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers as well. How much are they going to show us from Kansas City's offense? We will soon see. Kenneth Walker III, the new running back. Vita Vea comes back to the Buccaneers on a 1-year, $30 million deal. How about the Cowboys at the Cardinals? Dallas's quarterback depth behind Dak Prescott in the crosshairs. We're going to see, does Joe Milton, they traded for him, gave up a draft pick. How does he fare? Sam Howell as well. Good opportunity to see if the backup quarterbacks can separate themselves. And finally, Sunday, Seahawks at the Titans. It's the lone Sunday game. Cam Ward, former number 1 overall pick, underwhelmed in week 1, 5 for 12 for 57 yards, and the Seahawks replacing Kenneth Walker III, seeing exactly what they're going to need to do at that running back position. Coming your way next, it's the two Dans, Dan Miller with Dan Campbell, right here on the Detroit Lions Radio.
SiriusXM NBA Radio is your home all year long for 24/7 coverage of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron dribbling, drives to the paint, puts it up, in, and a foul. Are you kidding me?
We are bringing you exclusive access to the biggest basketball stars in the world.
Talking to the one and only Steph Curry.
I truly believe we can be championship relevant. For me, that's literally the only thing I'm playing for at this point.
Enjoy interactive, live NBA commentary all day long.
No matter how much talent you have, if you don't play as a team, you can't win.
Let those guys in the front office run the team, dude.
And of course, all the nightly, rim-rocking, heart-pounding, buzzer-beating, play-by-play action your ears can handle.
Victor for 3. And the foul! Victor Wembanyama!
Basketball is our life. On SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car. And on the SiriusXM app.
Get win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
Ahoy, ye mateys! Now I know you probably think a pirate like me with a peg leg and an eye patch is in search of me buried treasure, but 'tis not so, me mateys. My brave crew and I have pledged to plunder no more until we clean up all the garbage that comes out here from land. Why, just today, I found an aluminum can that said soda pop from the mountaintop. Somebody probably threw it on the ground and it washed into a drain pipe and into a river and into me ocean. Now I've got the best crew in the 7 seas. But we can't do it all ourselves. Lend us a hand by always recycling and disposing of your trash properly. To learn more about keeping oceans clean, visit keepoceansclean.org. Tarnation. I mean, keepoceansclean.org.
What? That's keepoceansclean.org.
Yeah, what he said. Brought to you by the Keep Oceans Clean Alliance and the Ad Council.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Touchdown! It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
My goodness! Whether your team is at home or on the road, hear every game with your hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Just search for your team and click the favorite star.
The Detroit Lions pregame show on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
Hi, we are joined now by Lions head coach Dan Campbell, brought to you by Henry Ford Health, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Lions. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs. All right, Coach, another week of work behind you, but let me take it back to that Cincinnati game. How much did that give you as a coach to work with, seeing your guys against a different team?
Yeah, it gave us a lot. You know, because really they present a different scheme on offense and defense, and to be able to expose your players to something that's a little bit different, yet still versus good competition in this league is only going to help your guys. And look, it's always different, man. You can put these guys in all the situations you want. Sometimes until you put them under the lights in a game, you're not going to know for sure. And that's what we found out, because there's a lot of guys that, man, really upped their game, made plays, and there's some guys that just crumbled, you know, and it's not their fault. It's just that's the nature of this league. Not everybody can do it.
Question, preseason's always about starters. How do you plan on playing this today?
Yeah, I see our starters getting about a quarter, no more than that. Give them a good dose and let them play together. You know, I think that's the big thing. Let them play together, let them communicate, let them learn each other's games a little bit inside the game, and that'll be big for us.
In particular, the offensive line. Is that one of the most important things going into this game, is getting those guys some time together?
Yes, it is. I think this is crucial for those guys to be able to do it in a real game, to line up and get some meaningful snaps together, minus Panay. And I think the secondary is, I think it's important as well, to be able to communicate, and the looks that they give us, man, we're working with each other. We're making the calls. We're all on the same page. I just think that's big, and sometimes you can only get that in games.
You mentioned the secondary there. Let me just jump off for a second. How close are you to knowing what that thing's going to look like? Because you got a lot of competition, a lot of options back there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it certainly gets closer every day, every couple of days, somewhere in there. But yeah, man, I think, you know, we're starting to get a feel here of who's probably going to be the guy for us. Now, that being said, nothing is in stone yet. There is still a couple of things here that we're looking for. Certainly the safety position. And then even, man, corner is that's not a total shutdown yet. So, you know, we like what we have in there. We like the competition, but this game will speak volumes.
Josh Dobbs starts at quarterback. I think even in limited snaps against Cincinnati, you could see the kind of pressure he can put on a defense. Yes. What are you looking for him in that next step today?
Yeah, I just think, now that he's been another week in our system, our calls, now that he kind of knows the offense, the verbiage of it, is watching him process fast, and just run this offense. I mentioned this, I don't need these wild throws. We don't need these, I just need to know that, man, this ball will go where it's supposed to go. I will get us into the proper kill or check by the look of the defense. And, I'm just going to be able to run this offense. It's going to be efficient. It's going to be smooth and crisp.
Back into the receiver room. You've talked about this throughout camp. Guys just keep making plays. And I think as a coach, that's probably what you love, is it's not necessarily guys falling off. They seem to be lifting their games.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think guys are really elevating what they have right now. And, when you have good competition like we have, it's only going to help you do that. And there again, I kind of mentioned this, but guys either it's too much for them, or, man, they begin to develop and figure out a way to get it right. And I see a lot of guys making that jump right now.
Really same thing as over on the defensive side. That front seven, you got a lot of guys in there that are making plays and could make this football team. You're going to have some really difficult decisions.
Very difficult. And I always try to keep it in perspective. It doesn't make everybody feel good, especially, those players. But, who are the best 69 players, and how do we build that roster? Because you're going to need every one of them. And so I keep that in perspective. When you start talking about just 53, and that group, it gets very difficult to say, how do we hold on to 14 of these guys? You can't do it. It's just, so I love that room. I think it's a mix of all different types of players, and I think they've all gotten better. I think they're competitive, they're tough, and so it's going to be hard.
A final thing, just overall, looking for a cleaner game here. Last game, you had some balls on the ground, you had some penalties, you had some turnovers, things that you're never going to want associated with Detroit Lions football.
The first meeting I had in training camp was one of the focuses. We will not beat ourselves this year. We will not. And so you just nailed it, Dan. I want us to be smart, disciplined, and I want us to play relentless football this game. So we will not beat ourselves, and that's what I'm looking for this game. Do not beat yourself, man. You make them earn any and everything they get across the ball from you.
There he is, Dan Campbell's. They get set to go against the Commanders today. Kickoff is approaching. Stick with us. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
One call to the Mike Morse Law Firm gets you access to justice. And for many, that's justice after a car or truck crash. But that's not all we do. We handle every type of personal injury case, from police brutality, slip and fall, birth trauma, wrongful death, dog fights, and many more. If you've been wronged, it's our goal to make it right. We have the resources and staff to get you the justice you deserve. Who you hire matters. 855-MIKE-WINS.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the fourth quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start. Even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. we can.
From concept to flight ready, the three-dimensional services group delivers for the aerospace industry. With cutting-edge manufacturing technology and precision machining that offers unbeatable accuracy and quality, we offer dynamic visuals showcasing the partner's capabilities. Connect with us today and elevate your aerospace projects. The three-dimensional services group is your partner in flight. Our team is your team. Learn more at the3dimensional.com or call 800-959-0804.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Facilities managers, think inside the box. Storage trailers and ground-level storage containers from Eagle Leasing are the way to go. I'm Brandon Eagle. Call 1-800-GET-EAGLE or visit us at eagleleasing.com.
The Detroit Lions pregame show on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is time now for the Scouting Report brought to you by Eagle Leasing. Let's start with this team across the way, the Washington Commanders. Look, they fell off big time last year. They anticipate that with a healthy Jaden Daniels back this year, that they're going to be a factor in the NFC East. We're not sure how many of their starters we will see in this game, but they're looking for a bounce-back season over there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you remember, Dan, last year, I think Dan Quinn had to take over the play calling for the defense. So you're right, they struggled, and they're looking for Jaden Daniels to have a bounce-back year by staying healthy. That was the one thing about him. So this is a team, tough division. When you talk about Dallas has improved, you talk about the Giants with their new coach, and they have improved. And then you look at Philadelphia, they're a team that's always at the top. These Commanders have a long way to go.
Hey, today's Scouting Report presented by Eagle Leasing, providing convenient shipping container rentals and sales for businesses and homeowners throughout Michigan. Lions defense needs to contain these guys when you start talking about Washington. Look, if Jaden Daniels is out there, obviously he's a key. But last week, a couple of backup running backs, Robert Hendry and Katron Allen, had big games against Miami, and a big part of what Detroit is trying to improve upon this year is stopping the running game. They're going to get a good test today.
Yeah, they will, and that's what the coaching staff want to see. You want a great test out here today. We talked about Coach doing those joint practices, and he said that they didn't get much out of that. So this year he wanted to play these guys a lot more during the preseason so they can get that intensity, so they could get their body callous, so they could get ready for the season. So I'm looking forward to a great contest too.
Lomas, I'm also looking at that secondary where there seems like there's some really good battles still going on, in particular for that nickel position. We got Keith Abney battling, you got Roger McCreary battling, Izzian might be in on that thing. The coach said he feels like he's got an understanding as to how that thing's going to look on opening day, but there's still some wiggle room. Guys need to go out and perform.
Absolutely, Dan. Nothing's at this point, nothing's settled. So you're right. They have to go out here. And again, with this division and who we play, some of the receivers that we're going to face this year, the nickel corner position is going to be so very important for us. And I think we're going to probably have to have one of our best defenders take over that position if we're going to do what we need to do defensively in the secondary.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, Lomas, when you start talking about the lineups for today's game, up and down this roster, guys are going to get a chance to play special teams for Dave Phipp, and they've got to go out there and they've got to tell him, I can handle some things.
Yes.
And they're going to put some guys in positions today to find out exactly what they can do and to find out, can you handle being a jammer? Can you handle being a gunner?
Yes.
Can you handle running down there on kickoffs? Lucky Jackson popped on special teams last week as a receiver. Tay Martin got first-team reps this week in practice and has also popped. Guys are going to get a chance, and if it comes down to a tiebreaker, it might be their ability on special teams and how many different things they can do.
Yeah, he talked about Roger McCreary. He talked about a number of guys getting opportunities on special teams to show what they can do. And you're right. It's all about being versatile, right? It's all about being able to play offense or defense, but throw in some special teams because of how important special teams is now. Like you said, Dan, with that new rule change and the new wrinkle that they have in the kick return games, it's going to be vitally important to have the right guys on your special team unit.
And for the Lions today, we're going to get a look at some different guys in the return game. For punts, Tom Kennedy, who gave him a real boost at the end of last year, is going to get a chance at the beginning of the game. Kickoff returns are going to be Kennedy and Sailors. We're going to see Dortch and Small a little bit later in the game. As we said earlier in the pregame show, feels like right now Dortch has a lockdown on that punt return job. What they're trying to find is who can give us some explosiveness in the kickoff return game. And I think that'll be interesting to watch in this game. And I think overall, look, Coach talked about it just a couple of minutes ago. Play clean football.
Yeah.
You know, last week, Lomas, we saw snaps rolling. We saw turnovers. Yep. We saw penalties.
Yep.
And Coach said it. You heard it right here on the pregame show. This is a team that doesn't want to beat itself. I don't care if there's 90 guys on the roster. If you want to be one of the 53 when it's all said and done, you can't be somebody that makes a mistake that helps this team beat itself.
Great point. I mean, a great point. And the great thing that I seen last week was good communication, especially from our secondary. We got so many veteran guys back there. So for those guys to communicate with those younger guys, lining them up, getting them in their alignment and assignment is so important during the preseason. Saw a lot of that last week, but you're right. It needs to be clean football. You need to be penalty-free. And what I would love to see is a sustained drive, Dan. Give us a sustained drive so your offensive coaches can kind of get an identity of how this offense will look.
Well, we are closing in on kickoff. When the Lions get the ball first, it'll be Josh Dobbs who will be looking to sustain a drive. One other guy that we may see today coming back off a broken nose that needs to show them something at running back, Sione Vaki. So I think we'll keep an eye on him as well. All these stories we'll keep tabs on throughout the afternoon. We're glad you're with us, ready for football in downtown Detroit. Kickoff is coming up on the Detroit Lions Radio.
You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
What is dedication?
I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy. And I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much. From the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night, and every moment in between, it really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children. I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
SiriusXM NBA Radio is your home all year long for 24/7 coverage of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron dribbling, drives to the paint, puts it up, in, and a foul. Are you kidding me?
We are bringing you exclusive access to the biggest basketball stars in the world.
Talking to the one and only Steph Curry.
I truly believe we can be championship relevant. For me, that's literally the only thing I'm playing for at this point.
Enjoy interactive, live NBA commentary all day long.
No matter how much talent you have, if you don't play as a team, you can't win.
Let those guys in the front office run the team, dude.
And of course, all the nightly rim-rocking, heart-pounding, buzzer-beating, play-by-play action your ears can handle.
Victor for three. And the foul. Victor Wembanyama.
Basketball is our life. On Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car. And on the Sirius XM app.
Park at U.S. Park.
We pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the Detroit Lions radio network.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
This is Detroit Lions football on the Detroit Lions radio network.
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Max Brook Real Estate, Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, The Macomb Group, Henry Ford Health, Delta Dental, Wallside Windows, Fago, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Corewell Health, Birmingham Plumbing, Amish Direct Furniture, Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, Blue Flame Propane, Munch's Supply, U.S. Park, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, and by the Ford Motor Company.
Now, here are the voices of Detroit Lions football, Dan Miller and Lomas Brown.
All right, Ford Field getting set for the 20th all-time preseason meeting between these two franchises. 10 of the first 13 matchups were at neutral sites from 1949 to 1969. Denver, Colorado, Amarillo, Texas, Birmingham, Alabama, Charlotte, North Carolina, Tampa Bay, Florida. Today, they'll be in downtown Detroit. We are closing in on kickoff. It's coming up next. Stick with us. Lions and Commanders next on the Detroit Lions Radio.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on SiriusXM College Sports Radio. It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
My goodness!
When you listen to Moving the Chains on SiriusXM NFL Radio, you'll hear former fullback Jacob Hester, who knows what it takes to compete on the gridiron.
Give me a helmet, and I'll prove to every single one of you that I belong in the National Football League.
And former front office executive Pat Kerwin, who understands the importance of having the right personnel.
I did sign a player while being the first base coach for my son's Little League team.
Moving the Chains, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88. Every NFL game is on SiriusXM.
Looking for the end zone, and he's in for a 40-yard touchdown rip.
Football is back as the preseason continues.
It's exciting just to be back and hear the roar of the crowd.
Don't miss a snap, including your team's pre- and post-game shows on the SiriusXM app. And SiriusXM NFL Radio's training camp tour gets you ready for the season with previews of all 32 teams.
We're on a quest to find out what we do really, really well.
Just search for your favorite team on the SiriusXM app.
Embrace the power and speed of the NTT IndyCar Series on SiriusXM.
Start your engine!
Feel every thrilling moment of the 2026 IndyCar season.
To the outside, we get to the Arden Bridge. Felix Rosenquist gets him at the start-finish line.
For the first time ever, IndyCar will roar through the streets of our nation's capital. It's the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of Washington, D.C. Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern. Live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218 and the SiriusXM app.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Trans.com.
All right, back at Ford Field, getting ready to go here. It is the Lions and the Commanders, two teams met in the playoffs a couple of years ago, and that did not go well for the Detroit Lions, coming off a 15-2 season back in 2024 and having the number one seed in the NFC, having a bye. It was a beat-up football team defensively in particular that went up against an ascending Washington team that made it to the NFC Championship game off that win. That was a 45-31 win for the Commanders on that day. Of more immediate importance right here, right now, what's Dan Campbell looking for? Well, he's looking for some guys to define themselves in this game, and we'll get more into that as we get to kickoff and into the game. But look, you got cuts coming up, and you also have decisions about who's going to be starting for this football team on the way. So we'll get to that as that story develops. Right now, let's go down for the coin toss. Our referee for today is Roy Ellison. He's got the captains out at midfield. Let's find out which team will get the football first.
All right, gentlemen, this is the coin I'm going to flip. The side with the American flag is heads. The side with the shield is tails. Washington, you're the visitor. What's your call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It is a tails. Washington has won the toss. Washington has elected to defer. You want the ball? Which way do you want to kick? Detroit will receive at this end. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so the Commanders win the toss. They defer. That means the Lions will get the football first. That means we will see Josh Dobbs out there. And Lomas, Dan Campbell said pretty simple, just go out there and run the offense. He's a veteran player. He's got snaps in this league. I think they know exactly who he is. What I think he wants to see them do, get in and out of the huddle, execute the offense.
Absolutely, Dan. You're right. He's a guy that's seen everything, been in this league, so this shouldn't be too big for Josh Dobbs. Again, fundamentals, operation of the offense, that's what Coach Campbell wants to see. And what I would like to see is the big fella up here, please give me a sustained drive where I can see what this offense is going to look like towards a regular season.
That offensive line will be on display from the start, and that's one of the big stories in this game. No Penei Sewell. Instead, you got Larry Borum starting at left tackle, but Christian Mahogany at left guard, Drew Scruggs at center, Tate Ratledge right guard, Blake Miller right tackle. Those are the guys that right now need to show this coaching staff that they're 4/5 of a starting offensive line. The opening kickoff brought to you by Wallside Windows, the only choice for affordable replacement windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Well, the Commanders set to kick off. It is Drew Stevens. Jacob Saylor's back deep for Detroit, along with Tom Kennedy. Lions looking for some more explosiveness in this part of their game on the returns this year. Two guys back there hoping to put on a show today. We're ready. Glad you're with us. Downtown Detroit on a Saturday afternoon. There's the kickoff. This is going to be taken by Kennedy, left side at the 2-yard line. Kennedy out to the 10, to the 15, cuts right at the 20, and he's tripped up as he dives out to the 23-yard line. Good work on special teams that time for Washington. Percy Butler making that play, and out will come that Lions offense. First quarter brought to you by Train and American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Be interesting to see, Dan, how we start the game off. Normally, it's kind of like a quick rollout to get the quarterback comfortable. I'd like to see what Drew Petzing has drawn up for the first play.
Josh Dobbs, 4 out of 8, 32 yards and 22 snaps against the Bengals last week. Dobbs up under center. Sailors the single back behind him. Sailors gets a handoff over the right side, finds some room across the 25, out to the 27-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play.
Nice surge over there on the right side of the line, and that's what we're looking for today. We're going to be looking at to see how these guys sustain their blocks on the offensive line, and we want to see these different combinations, how they work out together.
Lions come to the line now on 2nd down and 6 from their own 27. Dobbs up under center. Takes the snap, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, pressure comes, flag down, and he is buried, and the football is out. Picked up by Washington inside the 15-yard line. It squirts into the end zone, and it is recovered there by Detroit, and nope, they're going to say recovered by Washington for a safety. Lions were in perfect position to pick that up, but it is recovered by Washington. Let me amend that for a touchdown, Joshua Josephs. So a sack fumble. Ball squirts inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone.
Illegal formation against the offense. The left tackle was uncovered. That penalty is declined. The play results in a touchdown.
So everything that could go wrong did go wrong on that opening series for Detroit. This play, this was Dobbs scrambling in the backfield. Never saw the defender coming. Got absolutely buried on the play by Amik Robertson, the former Lion, who caused the fumble. Ball came out, back inside the 10. Number of players had a chance at it. Looked for a moment like Detroit was going to follow it in the end zone. Larry Borum did, but he couldn't control it. And as that ball popped out of Borum's hands, it was taken away by the Commanders, Joshua Josephs, for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the initial pressure came from Larry Borum's side, so he had to do a lot better of squeezing the guy down inside.
Larry Borum in there for Penei Sewell, not starting today's game. He will be your left tackle once the regular season starts, but that's Amik Robertson making a big play against his former team right there. Extra point is up, and it is good. And very quickly, it is Washington out to a 7-0 lead. And one of the things that Dan Campbell talked about this week, play clean. Yeah. One of the things they didn't do on that first series, play clean.
And you can see he isn't happy. He was barking at somebody on the sideline. So you know that was something that he wasn't not happy with. And like you said, Dan, he emphasized that throughout our meetings.
That's a blitz that somebody did not pick up.
Exactly right. And the pressure again. Larry Borum got beat fast. That's why Joshua Dobbs tried to climb out of there. And like you say, the blitz was coming.
Never saw Amik Robertson. As soon as he turned, Robertson was all over him, and that's what caused the fumble. And from there, it was just a scramble for that football, and Washington was the one that came up with it.
Again, well, we get to see special teams. I know there's something Coach Phipps, Coach Campbell been watching because, Dan, we got question marks back there right now because Khalif Raymond has been back there for so many years for us and so reliable. Now we're trying to find that next Khalif Raymond.
Well, here is the second kickoff of the day by Washington. This will also be taken by Kennedy. Left side, short kick at the 11-yard line to the 20-25. Bounces off a tackle there and dives out to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. That is where Detroit will take over. Back will come Josh Dobbs in the offense. Darius Rush with the tackle on special teams for Washington. 7-0. Commanders on top. 14:05 to go here in the first quarter. Haven't even played a minute yet. And they've got 7 on the board. Out of the huddle and to the line. Dobbs is going to move in behind center. Again, Sailors is the single back. Dobbs takes, fakes the give, boots to his right, looks downfield, throws, it is caught. That is across the 30 and out to the 33-yard line to Brock Wright. Wright makes the catch, good for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Nice job that time of getting double teams. Larry Borum and Christian Mahogany had a double team block, which gave Josh Dobbs a little bit more time to get that ball out to Sailors.
2nd down and 6 now. Lions from their own 33, 13:35 to go first quarter. They're down 7-0. Dobbs hands it to Sailors. Sailors looking for an opening, squeezes through one, gets across the 35. Line surge takes him out to the 38-yard line. Going to be close to a first down, about a yard shy, so it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. Sonny Styles, first-round draft pick for these Commanders, made the stop.
And when you see your running back working as hard as they are as an offensive lineman, that makes you want to give that little extra effort. And that's what those guys have to do up front, man. You got to give that little extra effort to help your running back in the run game.
Need an effort here to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 1. Lions from their own 38. Dobbs keeps, gets it over the left side across the 40, near the 41-yard line. That'll move the chains for Detroit.
Beautiful surge from the interior of that offensive line to get up under the pass of the Commanders and drive them back.
And that's right behind Mahogany and Scruggs there.
And that's what we need to see, Dan. We need to see more of it consistently.
Jabari Small checks in at running back for Detroit. Single back behind Dobbs, who's up under center. Lions from their own 40. Small gets the call. Out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play. Omenahu made the stop. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The other thing I've noticed, too, with Drew Petzing early in the preseason is that most of the runs that we run have been between the tackles. He talked about physicality, how physical he wants the offensive line to be, and that's when you show it between the offensive tackles.
Got 4 on first down. It is 2nd down and 6 now. Dobbs is going to work out of the gun. Looking out over that defense, takes the snap with time. Dobbs back, throws incomplete. Little wide of Tay Martin down there, who was crossing at the Washington 43-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Looked like he had him that time, Lo.
Yeah, he overthrew him. He just threw it, led him too much. And believe me, Dan, I know it was a defender sitting right there. Now, your eyes get a little big when you see a defender sitting in that passing lane.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for Detroit, trying to keep this drive alive. Dobbs is going to work out of the gun. Martin in motion to the right side. Long count by Dobbs. There's the snap. Dobbs is back, looking, rolling right, being chased. Now he stops and throws downfield. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted by Washington, grabbed in the secondary that time. Quan Martin with the pick. Had one last week against Miami. He's got another one right here. So 2 in 2 preseason games for the defensive back. And for the second possession to start this game, the Lions turn it over. A fumble on their opening drive, an interception right there. Washington with it at midfield, leading in this one by a score of 7-0. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
Hey, football fans. With Delta Dental and Delta Vision, your smile will be an MVP, and your vision will be sharp enough to catch every play. Don't fumble your health. Visit DeltaDentalMI.com to shop our comprehensive dental and vision plans today. That's DeltaDentalMI.com for comprehensive dental and vision plans. Delta Dental of Michigan Delta Vision plans are underwritten by Renaissance Life and Health Insurance Company of America.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the fourth quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start. Even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
Made in Michigan, brought to you by Corewell Health, leading innovative research, pioneering new treatments, and changing the future of medicine today. Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for Washington. We don't anticipate seeing him for long today, but he is out there right now for the Commanders. Electric in his rookie season, leading them to the NFC Championship game. Had some injury issues last year. Has not played since December 14th of last year. He's out there right now. He's going to work out of the gun. He's got Katron Allen, who had a big game against Miami with 85 yards rushing last week. Shotgun snap to Daniels, wants to throw. Daniels looking left, being chased, rolling right, and throws it away. Being pressured that time, had to get rid of the football. Devin White was the one bearing down on him. And Lomas, we've talked about it. That's what that veteran can do. He can get after the quarterback. That time he forced an incompletion.
Absolutely, Dan. Great job of him kind of disguising it, almost like a delayed blitz. And you're right, he was in Jaden Daniels' face, forced him to throw the ball away.
Second down and 10, Washington from the 50. They lead it 7-0. 11:26 to go in the first. Allen, the single back behind Daniels, who's up under center. 5 on the play clock. Daniels takes the snap, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, pressure, hit, sack, take it down back inside the 40-yard line. Big time pressure that time by that Lions defense. That's going to result in the sack as he's dropped by DJ Wanham.
Yes.
Loss of 10 on the play.
Man, what a flash play from DJ Wanham that time. And again, another name that Coach Campbell brought up that he wanted to see. He wanted to see how he performed under the lights. Just a nice rip move through the tight end to get the sack.
And you said it, put a tight end on him. That's
right.
A mismatch, and he won that mismatch. Yes. Leaves Washington looking at a 3rd and 20 from their own 40-yard line. Daniels is going to work out of the gun. Daniels leans in. Going to hand off. Not going to get anywhere near the first down yardage. Nice run by Katron Allen. Picked up 11 on the play, but that's still going to leave a 4th and 9. DJ Wanham with the tackle. You know, Washington's got some serious offensive line problems. They lost Laramie Tunsil. Yes. They lost their center. They've lost a couple of guys, and they question how much they're going to be able to protect their quarterback right now.
Yeah, that's why I think
saw that on that opening series.
Dan, that's why I think the run game is going to be important for them this year to try to protect Jaden Daniels this year.
Tom Kennedy back deep to take the punt for Detroit. Standing at the 10-yard line, now calls for a fair catch, makes it at the 11. That is where Detroit will take over. Offense will come back out on the field. They trail this one by a score of 7-0. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers so far for the Lions. They'll try to get it going with offense when they come back. 9:56 to go in the first on the Detroit Lions radio.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
Friday Night SmackDown is on Sirius XM WWE Radio. Hear the hard-hitting action.
Cody is busted wide open. Randy is unglued here. He is snapped. This is just savage, merciless. Oh.
And all the smack talk.
Easy to find, hard to beat.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett have the call of SmackDown. Friday nights at 8 Eastern on WWE Radio Channel 156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app. You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we're creating a winning fantasy football lineup to help build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
Fantasy football is fun. Winning is even more fun, and our listeners do both.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
Quality Wallside.
All right, back here at Ford Field, 7-0. Washington on top, 9:56 to go in the first quarter. Lions have it for the 3rd time today. They're backed up in their own end. 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Josh Dobbs got the start for Detroit. So far, he has a fumble and an interception. Lions trying to sustain a drive here. Offset eye behind Dobbs on 1st down. Turns, they keep it on the ground. That is small, squirts through a hole, gets across the 20. Nice run, 11 yards out to the 21-yard line. So little breathing room for that offense that time. Lions so far this preseason, 3 turnovers at Cincinnati, 2 today. That is 5 in less than 5 quarters of preseason play. Lions 5 runs for 28 yards so far.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, they keep it on the ground again. That is small, and he is submarined right at the line of scrimmage. Terrific defensive play. Leo Chenal up from his linebacker position to make the play.
Yeah, that didn't look good. Yeah, I see he's coming off the field, Jabari Smalls. That didn't look good, Dan, how he got rolled up on by the linebacker that time.
That'll make it second down and 10. 8:55 to go in the first. 7-0 Washington. Sailors back in there at running back for Detroit. Dobbs is going to work out of the gun. Sailors goes in motion to the left side. Washington shows 5 across that defensive front. Dobbs has the shotgun snap. Back looking, throwing left side. It is caught out at the 26-yard line. Grab is made for a 5-yard gain that time. Cedric Wilson, the veteran receiver, with the grab. Nothing after the catch. And that will leave Detroit looking at a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, I talk about how impressed I am with Joshua Dobbs with his knowledge. I mean, again, they went empty backfield. And for a quarterback to be in empty backfield, you have to know that playbook.
3rd and 5 for Detroit from their own 26. Trying to keep this drive alive, trailing 7-0. Dobbs has got it off the shotgun snap. Back, couple of steps to his left, sets, throws. It is caught out across the 40-yard line and to the 43-yard line. It goes to Cedric Wilson again. Wilson with a nice grab. Pretty good coverage on that one. Still good for 17 yards as they beat Rasul Douglas.
Yeah, beautiful throw from Joshua Dobbs. That time he was able to set his feet and throw into the ball, and he put a seed right on the receiver.
And Douglas, who's a veteran, brought that hand down trying to jaw that football loose, but that's a really nice job by Wilson to hang on.
Yes, sir.
Lions with a first down at their own 43-yard line now. Dobbs takes, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, blitz comes. He's able to get rid of it, but he overthrows his intended receiver, Kennedy, out in the left flat. Heat was coming that time. They picked it up. He had time to throw and just sailed it a little bit over Kennedy's head.
Jacob Sailors tried to pick up that blitz, man.
Tyler Owens was coming hard.
I mean, and we have someone. Is that?
That's Cedric Wilson. Yeah.
But I commend Sailors for stepping up in there. Just got to get a little bit more weight in that backside.
Anchor a little bit.
Yes, a little anchor.
So Wilson made his way off the field with the trainers. They are looking at him now on the bench. Lions, meanwhile, look at a 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 43, down 7-0 in the first. Tay Martin in motion to the left side. There's the snap. Dobbs has got it, hands it off. Nice run to the 50-yard line by Jacob Sailors. Picked up 7 on the play. Little jump cut there.
Yes.
Quan Martin made the stop, but it sets up a 3rd down and 3.
And then, just like you said, a little jump cut there, but you have to have somewhere to go on the backside. Nice job by Tate Ratledge and by Big Blake Miller to give him an opportunity to cut it back.
Lions 2 out of 3 on 3rd down so far today. From midfield, they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Dobbs out of the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. That is Sailors. No, that is Dobbs on the keeper, and he's gone down the left side. Up the numbers, 20-10-5 end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. 50 yards on the keeper. Just a little read option that time. Faked the give to the back, kept it himself. Nobody on Washington knew he had the football, and he was dancing down the field to the end zone.
And a beautiful job from the offensive line to keep those shoulder pads down, to show action one way so Joshua Dobbs could get the ball and carry it back the other way for a touchdown.
Nice job by that offensive line, like you said, brought to you by the Mike Morse Law Firm. Who you hire matters. Call 855-MIKE-WINS. That's your offensive line story. And they were a big part of that 50-yard touchdown run by Joshua Dobbs. Jake Bates out there looking for the extra point to tie this game. Bates is ready. Snap by Hatton, hold by Fox, kick by Bates. It is up and it is good. And it's 7-7, 6:38 to go first quarter. The Lions have turned it over a couple of times, but they had the offense revving right there, and they find the end zone for the first time this afternoon. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every championship starts with a strong foundation, and so does every great home. This season, make your home the place everyone wants to watch the game. As the official flooring partner of the Detroit Lions, Go Flooring makes upgrading your home easy. We bring the showroom to you, move your furniture, and professionally install beautiful new floors. For a limited time, save 50% off flooring, plus free installation with no payments until 2028. Visit GoFlooring.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. Go Flooring, official flooring partner of the Detroit Lions.
August turns to September. The Friday night lights come on, and football season is officially back in Michigan. While you're enjoying those sunny tailgates today, remember Michigan fall weather comes fast. The best defensive is getting your home propane ready before that first frost hits. For over 35 years, family-owned Blue Flame Propane has been Michigan's trusted game day teammate. From tailgating fuel now to guaranteed worry-free home delivery all autumn long, we've got you covered. Tackle your fall prep early. Visit BlueFlamePropaneInc.com today. Blue Flame Propane. We bring the heat.
Since 1980, Grand Traverse Resort and Spa has been a Michigan vacation tradition. A place where lake views meet legendary fairways, where spa days turn into starry nights, and where family memories last for generations. Whether it's a summer getaway, a fall color tour, or a cozy winter escape, your perfect Michigan vacation starts here. Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, a Michigan tradition since 1980. Book your getaway at GrandTraverseResort.com. Proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
Time for an NFL scoreboard update from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Packers and the Broncos starters played. Jordan Love, 5 for 7 for 56. Bo Nix, 6 for 9 in his return from the ankle injury. Packers beat the Broncos 33-13 back to Ford Field.
All right, back here in Detroit, it's 7-7. Lions and Commanders. Detroit set to kick it off. Commanders have McCaffrey back deep, along with former Lion Craig Reynolds, who was signed on with Washington.
Netflix, huh?
There he is.
Okay.
Working for a job. There is the kickoff, and this is going to be taken by Reynolds at the 1-yard line. Back to the 5 to the 10. Reynolds 15-20. Hit at the 25, dropped at the 27. Flag comes in behind the play. Ogbong Bamiga, who was talked about by Dave Fipp this week as being one of those guys fighting for a role and has really defined himself on special teams. Comes up with the tackle there.
During the return, illegal blocking back against the return team, number 51. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Washington.
So that will back Washington up. They got a new quarterback in, Sam Hartman, third year out of Notre Dame. Had a rough outing against Miami in their preseason opener. 3 out of 13 for 11 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. And they will begin this possession after the penalty at their own 15-yard line. Hartman up under center, single back, Katron Allen. There's the snap, turn, give to Allen, trying to get outside right. Does, across the 20. Nice run to the 21-yard line, just shy of the 22.
So this may go unnoticed, but Tyleek Williams that time, and he's a guy I've been watching, who I want to watch, who I've watched all camp long, because I think he is the key to our D-line being a great D-line this year. Nice job of pursuing the running back. I've seen some nice penetration from the young man that play.
7 yards on first down, second down and 3. Washington from their own 22. Hartman works out of the gun. There's the snap, hands it off, trying to get outside right. Nice patient run that time by Allen. Waited for something to open up. Looked like it might be a loss, but he ends up turning it into a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 2.
And the reason why it almost looked like a loss is because of Tyleek Williams. That time he was over the center. He took the center and drove him in the backfield. And Dan, I'm telling you, with the combination of him and Aleem McNeil, we could have 2 of the best D tackles in the game.
Combination right there was Williams teaming up to make that tackle with Levi Onwuzurike, setting up a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Hartman. He's got it on 3rd down. Back looking. He's going to tuck it and run and get the first down. Slides down to the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, didn't see anything. Did see an opening over the right side, so he tucked it, got 6, and they moved the chains. Touchdown report brought to you by Delta Dental of Michigan. That scoring drive for the Lions a moment ago, 90 yards, 7 plays, 3:18 off the clock. Dobbs with a 50-yard run. Lions were 2 out of 2 on third down on that drive. Here comes Washington now with a first down at their own 29. 4:40 to go here, first quarter, 7-7 game. They keep it on the ground. That is Allen. Across the 30 that time. Devin White makes the stop as he gets out to the 32-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it seems like Washington wants to mirror our offense. And what I mean by that is, again, they need to establish the run game to keep Jaden Daniels safe back there this year. So they're really working on their run game and trying to establish the line of scrimmage.
Derek Moore, second-round pick out of Michigan, is in there, lined up at that left rush end. Hartman back, looking, gonna get hit, gonna go down, sack back inside the 30. There is a flag in the secondary, and it's go against Detroit. Great job by those guys up front. Just closed that pocket, came slamming down on Hartman that time, but a penalty.
Holding defense, number 28. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot, automatic first down.
Penalty against the Lions there. It's called on Keith Abney, the rookie. Scott O'Gill-Howard was the first one in on that sack. So nice job with DJ Wanham also being a part of that. So that penalty is a bailout for Washington as they get an automatic first down at their own 37-yard line. Hartman takes, they keep it on the ground. Nice. That is Robert Henry with it. Tried to bounce it outside, nothing doing. Lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage that time. DJ Reed out there shutting things down on the left side of that defense for Detroit.
Yeah, great pad level that time from the entire defensive line that time. They surged and pushed the Washington offensive line back. That's why the running back was just trying to find somewhere to go that time. Nice surge from our defensive front.
It is a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for Washington from their own 36. Hartman up under center, flag down. It's going to be a false start against Washington.
False start, offense number 85. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
Penalty called against Chigakonkwo, tight end. And that will back the Commanders up 5. It'll be 2nd and 16 now.
And Dan, I see Ben Stilley in there. That's another guy that Coach talked about that kind of jumped off at him, and he was looking forward to watching him play today too.
Says all he does is make plays.
That's right.
Can play the nose, the 3-tech, the big end. Can do a lot of things. That's what they love in football players. Guys that can do a number of different things. On 2nd down and 16, Hartman back, throws middle, caught across the 40 and out to the 41-yard line it goes. Okonkwo made the catch. It's going to be about 5 yards shy of the first down. Picked up 10 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down here.
Just a simple crossing route. That's all that was. He found the soft spot in our defense. Nice throw from Sam Hartman.
3rd and 5 low. This is where you want to see if you can rev up that pass rush. Lions show 4 across that defensive front. Wanham on one end. Derek Moore on the other end. Hartman's going to work out of the gun on 3rd down and 6 for Washington. There's the snap, Hartman back. Hartman stepping up into a clean pocket, throws underneath. It is caught, and getting the first down angling towards the sidelines is Craig Reynolds, the former Lion. 8 yards, nice play that time. Little pressure on the outside, yes, but you leave that middle open, and the quarterback can step right up in there and make a play. That's what Hartman did that time.
And Dan, I'm telling you, when the D-line coach goes back, the one thing he's going to tell these guys is when you rush, you have to stay in your rush lanes, because if these quarterbacks see a lane to get through, they're going to take it.
So a first down for Washington from their own 49-yard line now. 1:40 to go first quarter, 7-7 game. Reynolds the single back. Hartman is going to drop it off to him, and he is blown up for a loss back at the 44-yard line. Terrific defensive play by Avonte Maddox that time. Loss of 5.
That's how you come up and field with violence. I like it.
Setting up a screen. Maddox read it the whole way. Maddox did a good job. You want to talk about laying the lumber? He did right there. Brought to you by Amish Direct Furniture. Check out Amish Direct's 15% off or more sale. Minute to go here in the first quarter. Washington again behind the down stick. 2nd and 15 from their own 44. Hartman loads and throws, complete to the 49-yard line. Grab is made by Luke McCaffrey. Forced out of bounds right away. It's a gain of 5.
And that was a strong throw from Hartman at that time because it was a long throw towards the sideline, the left sideline. So good, nice arm strength from the young fella from Notre Dame.
DJ Reed made sure he did not get anything after the catch. It will be 3rd and 9 coming up from midfield for Washington. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter in a 7-7 game. Hartman's going to work out of the gun. Hartman pumps that right leg, leans in. There's the snap. He's back, looking on 3rd down. Throwing, it is caught down at the 47-yard line, well shy of the first down by Dynami Brown. Stopped immediately by Rock Yassin, and that will set up a 4th down now, and Washington will send the punting unit out, but we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-7 our score after 15 minutes.
This is the end of the first quarter.
You are correct, sir. 7-7 our score on the Detroit Lions Radio.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Touchdown! It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
My goodness!
The SiriusXM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour checked in with the Lions and spoke with QB Jared Goff.
The mindset, the mentality, if you play here, it doesn't matter what position you play, you better bring it every single day.
I'm not really a part of that physicality as much.
You're the maestro of it, though.
Sure. I'm not really sticking my nose in it, but St. Brown, J-Mo, Laporta, Tesla, Gibbs, those are your skill players, and those guys are willing to do it. When the receivers are willing to block the way our guys are, it changes everything, and it's awesome. It really is.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the SiriusXM app.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help,
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
All right, back here. Start of the second quarter, 7-7 game, an up and down first quarter for Detroit. Turnovers on their first 2 possessions, but a big-time run by Josh Dobbs off a read option. 50 yards on the run for the touchdown that time. Tom Kennedy's back deep to take the punt that we will have to start this second quarter, and the Lions will have the football back momentarily. Second quarter brought to you by Birmingham Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Visit birminghamplumbing.com.
Dan, I was going to ask you, when do you remember us having a dual threat quarterback last year? Man. I mean, Stafford wasn't.
Legit?
Yeah, legit dual threat.
Man.
Maybe you're right. Rodney P.
Oh, Mike McMahon.
Yeah.
There's the kickoff. Fair catch, the punt called for. Fair catch. Kennedy makes it at the 10-yard line. That is where the Lions will take over. And it's going to be a change of quarterback. Luke Altmaier will come on now. We anticipate seeing both quarterbacks throughout the day. Dan Campbell basically planned to split the snaps between the two.
And we also see a whole different change up front, too.
New left tackle in there, Devin Cochran. Mm-hmm. Left guard, Mason Miller. On first down, Altmaier, quick throw, right side, got it complete. That is caught, running up the right side, then across the 20 with a first down to the 22-yard line, Jackson Meeks. Meeks with a nice play that time. Gain of 11 on the play. That moves the chains and gives the offense a little breathing room.
I love how they treat Luke Altmaier. Again, young guy, right? Eyes might be big. This might be a big stage for him, but he doesn't show it. He never shows it, and that's what I love about this young man, and I think that's what the coaching staff loves about him too.
Altmaier brings him to the line now. Offset eye behind him. There's the snap. Fakes the give. Sets in the pocket. Going to get crushed. Sacked back inside the 15-yard line. Just a jailbreak that time for Washington. Led by two guys in the middle of that line. That's Major and Younger. Loss of 9 on the play.
And they overloaded us that time. It was just too many guys for us to try to block that time.
Yeah, Majerana just blew right through there.
Yes.
Leaves the Lions behind the stick. 2nd and 19. Altmaier takes the snap, wants to throw from inside the 5, stepping up, looking, throwing right side. It is caught. Stretching to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard behind is Jackson Meeks. Meeks picks up, puts him in a 3rd and 10 here. Got 9 on the play.
The key word I heard you say in that sentence was step up.
Yep.
That's a good thing when our quarterback is able to step up in the pocket.
Means the pocket is clean.
Yes, sir.
Altmaier now on 3rd down and 9 is going to work out of the gun. There's the snap. He's got it. Back and looking. Altmaier rolling right. Eyes downfield. Throws. Got it complete. 1st down across the 35 to the 40 and out to the 41-yard line goes Tyler Conklin, the veteran tight end. Nice work by Altmaier that time. Good protection up front. Had the ability to roll to the right side. Kept his head together and got 19 yards.
Yeah, and Tyler Conklin is a guy that I like, a veteran guy that was brought in here to kind of help add depth to that tight end position. He was dealing with a little injuries. It's great to see him back out here.
Sailors the single back. Lions with a 1st down now at their own 40-yard line in a 7-7 game. Altmaier, play action fake, throws, dropped that time. Little low for Meeks, but should have caught the football. It was well read by Washington. Meeks had 2 defenders running with him stride for stride, but that's still one that hits him in the hands just below the waist. Got to grab that one.
Yeah. Again, sometimes you have to make plays for your quarterback, and that was one that Meeks could have made for Altmaier.
12-10 to go first half, 7-7 game. Washington and Detroit. Washington scored first, Lions came back. On 2nd down and 10, they hand it to Sailors over the right side. Gets across the 45, very close to a 1st down, out to the 49-yard line. Nice run that time. It's going to set up a 3rd down at about a half yard. Will Harris made the stop. I think we know him.
Yeah, we do. Nice job, too, from Colby Salsdale on the back side of that. Again, giving the running back 2 ways to go, front side or back side.
Just shy of midfield, 3rd down at about a half yard. Blackshear in at running back, single back behind Altmaier. Altmaier turns, gives to Blackshear, hitting the backfield, sheds that tackle, gets the 1st down to the 49 of Washington. Nice play that time. Blackshear felt that initial contact, ran through it, and was able to move the chains. Sometimes you just have to make a play.
That's
You're
right.
there with another man, you got to beat him.
It's not going to always look pretty. It's not going to always be right, but sometimes great players make great plays, and that's what you needed to do that time.
Ricky Barber had a shot at him, couldn't make the play. That results in a 1st down for Detroit from the 49 of Washington. Altmaier to throw. Pumps once, now throws right side. It is caught. They're shedding a tackle. And running down to the 46-yard line for Detroit is Tyler Conklin. Good work after the catch that time. Wasn't much there when he made the grab, and he turned it into a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, screen play. We wanted to set up the screen play. The O-line did a nice job of getting the D-line upfield, but it was just a nice play on the back end from the Washington's defense.
From the 46 of Washington now, it is 2nd down and 7. Altmaier out of the gun. Sailors is the back to his right. There's the snap. Altmaier to throw. looking, throwing, downfield, nice catch, laying out to make the grab down at the 39-yard line is Jackson Meeks. Really nice play that time. Gets him close to a first down, again about a half-yard shy. You could see Altmaier that time go through his progression, had time to do it, unloaded to Meeks, and Meeks had to lay out and make a really nice grab that time. That's his third catch on this drive. 3rd and 1 for Detroit. Sailors the single back. Altmaier's got it, gives it to Sailors. Over the right side, gets the first down. Jeffrey Emba made the stop for Washington. Didn't need much. Got it down to the 38-yard line. Picked up a couple on the play.
And I know that was a welcome sight to see from Drew Petzing. Again, a 3rd and what you have to have, and these guys were able to run the ball and pick it up. And again, between the tackles, physicality.
1st and 10, Detroit now. Seth McLaughlin in there at center for the Lions right now. Altmaier, play action fake. Got to get out of there. Going to get sacked. Never saw the pressure coming off the left side of that defense. And he was in the hands of the defender before he knew it and taken down. Javonte Jean-Baptiste made the stop.
And again, going up against a good defense like the Washington defense, those are good looks. You want to go up against a good defense, an aggressive defense. They brought that outside pressure that time. That's something we'll see all year long, so you want to be able to work against it.
So the Lions behind the down stick, 2nd and 19 now from the 46 of Washington. Altmaier up under center, turns, hands it off to Sailors. Sailors runs right into the line and right into the hands of a couple of Washington defenders. Short gain down to the 39-yard line, maybe the 38. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long. Emba made the stop for Washington. Lions 6 of 7 on 3rd down on this first half so far. And they got a big 3rd down coming up here. Tall order, 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 for Detroit. They scrimmage from the 44-yard line of Washington. There's the snap. Altmaier back, looking, pumping, rolling, in trouble, sacked. Back at the 49-yard line. And that's a tough one because that takes you out of field goal range.
And it's also tough when you get backed up in 3rd and 17. You don't have a lot of 3rd and 17 plays in your playbook. So what does Washington do? They pin their ears back and they just try to get after the quarterback, and they were able to get to Luke Altmaier that time.
Maurice Hurst made the tackle there for the sack. That loss, as we said, would have been about a 62-yard field goal from there, but being back at their own 49 takes you out of field goal range. Jack Fox the punt. Jalen Lane back deep to field it. Does at the 13-yard line. Calls for a fair catch. That's where Washington will take over. 7-7 game. 7:05 to go first half. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Some legends are built on the field. Others have been earned over generations. Since 1829, Yingling has been brewing great-tasting beer, making it America's oldest brewery. And now, it's proudly served right here in Michigan. So this football season, gather your crew, cheer on your team, and raise a Yingling. More football, more friends, more Yingling. Proudly served in Michigan. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab a pop real quick. Oh, man, they got the same old zero flavors.
Hey!
Who, me?
Wrong cooler, my man. You need to slide down to the Faygo cooler. Because I don't think you know just how many zero sugar flavors Faygo has.
Oh, is that right?
We got cotton candy cola, orange grape twist, moonless ginger ale cream soda.
Okay.
Rocket Ride root beer red pop firework.
Whoa.
What was right? When you want zero sugar, go with flavor. Faygo. Flavor.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the fourth quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start, even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
For physical health, mental health, and everything in between, Blue Cross is ready to help. Learn more at bcbsm.com.
All right, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Lions radio network.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
All right, back here, new quarterback. Athan Kaliakmanis. Kaliakmanis in for Washington. Rookie out of Rutgers. Had a nice game against Miami. 6 out of 10 for 87 yards in their opener. Kaliakmanis hands off on first down. Washington keeps it on the ground. Line surge gets out across the 13 to the 14-yard line. Pickup of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Again, being effective against the run as a defensive lineman, what you have to do is be able to shed those blocks, get those big guys off of you so you could be in your gap and make those tackles. Those are certain things that you still, as a young guy, you need to just completely work on.
2nd down and 7. Washington from their own 15. Henry in there at running back. Kaliakmanis is going to work out of the gun. He's got the football back, looking, throwing, caught. Down at the 18-yard line, Van Jefferson made the grab. It's going to bring up a 3rd down now. Jefferson, one of the receivers Washington really felt popped in that opening preseason game against Washington. Good work by Whiteside, taking him down immediately after the catch.
Good pressure from Devin White that time, getting in the quarterback's face to force him to get that ball out of his hand.
3rd and 3 for Washington from their own 19. Kaliakmanis is going to work out of the gun. Sends his back, Katron Allen in motion to the right side. There's the snap. Back and looking. Pressure comes, steps up, hit as he throws, got it complete. It is caught across the 30 with a first down to Van Jefferson. It's a nice throw by the rookie quarterback that time. And it's going to be a gain on the play of 13 yards.
And that's Van Jefferson, Sean Jefferson's dad right there. Lions coach, former Lions coach.
Sean Jefferson's son.
His son. Yeah, former Lions coach, man. Played with Sean, too.
Yeah, good man.
Yes.
Good coach. 1st and 10 now. Washington from their own 32. They'll keep it on the ground over the left side. Nice. Katron Allen, nothing there. Got maybe a yard before Levi Onwuzurike racked him up. We've called his name a couple of times today.
Dan, excellent job of Levi that time. Again, shed the guys. That's why I said the D lineman, shed that lineman off you. He did a nice job of doing that, keeping his shoulders square and pursuing down the line of scrimmage to make that tackle.
Levi's got a couple of tackles so far. Washington looking at a 2nd down and 9 from their own 33-yard line. Kaliakmanis up under center. He'll take the direct snap, wants to throw. Being chased, cuts it loose, got it complete across the 35 and out to the 36-yard line. Jalen Lane made the grab, gain of 3 on the play, tackled immediately by Roger McCreary.
That time we showed pressure again with Devin White, walked him up in the A-gap, tried to bring him. Washington did a nice job of picking him up. Quarterback did a nice job of rolling out and completing the pass.
3rd and 6. 4:05 to go first half. 7-7 game. Washington will scrimmage from their own 36. Kaliakmanis is going to work out of the gun. Lions show 4 across the front. They bring 5. Kaliakmanis sets and throws. It is caught well shy of the first down. Yankoff, the tight end, made the grab. Had to go down, so he couldn't get anything after the catch at the 38-yard line. Now they're saying bobbled it. Did he make the catch? The officials are discussing it down there. Either way, it's going to bring up a punting situation.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass, 4th down.
I'm going to say he was bobbling it as he slid out of bounds.
Please reset the game clock to 3:51, which is the time of the incompletion. 4th down.
Chuck Clark may have been dinged up after that last play. He came off. And the Lions have forced a Washington punt with 3:51 to go here in the first half. Tom Kennedy back deep. Lions will get it back. Time to get something done here in the first half. 3 timeouts remaining as well.
Yes.
There's the punt. Kennedy to his right. Fields it at the 17. Makes the first man miss. Gets to the 20. Kennedy to his left to the 25. Spins to the 28-yard line. That is a nice return for Tom Kennedy that time. And the Lions offense will come back out. Luke Altmaier will take over when we come back. 7-7 Washington and Detroit. 3:38 to go in the first half. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
A diagnosis of colon cancer at 45 was shocking, but thanks to my team at Henry Ford Health, I am ready to tackle life at full speed. I am Henry.
Without a game-changing heart valve procedure, my recovery from leukemia could not have continued. I am grateful for a team that finds solutions when others can't. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official healthcare provider for the Detroit Lions, Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
You've created the perfect indoor retreat, your own personal oasis from the summer heat. Now let Carrier help you keep it that way. With Carrier's innovative cooling solutions, you get more than just air conditioning. You get quiet, efficient performance that delivers premium comfort and energy savings that make a difference. Whether you're working from home or hosting a football party, Carrier systems are designed to keep your space just the way you like it. Learn more at carrier.com/residential. Carrier, proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
Some legends are built on the field. Others have been earned over generations. Since 1829, Yingling has been brewing great-tasting beer, making it America's oldest brewery. And now, it's proudly served right here in Michigan. So this football season, gather your crew, cheer on your team, and raise a Yingling. More football, more friends, more Yingling. Proudly served in Michigan. Please enjoy responsibly.
Time for an NFL scoreboard update from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Quarterbacks of tomorrow, Jets and Steelers. Cade Klubnik for New York, 10 for 14.75. Drew Aller, 11 for 23, a $1.10 for Pittsburgh. Jets beat the Steelers 17-0. Back to Dan and Lomas.
All right, back here at Ford Field, Lions have the football at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10, 7-7 game. See if they can get something done here. 3 timeouts to work with and plenty of time. Altmaier remains in there at quarterback. So far for him, 5 out of 6, 48 yards. Altmaier turns, gives to Blackshear. Finds some room over the left side. Check it, it's Travion Williams who gets out to the 31-yard line. And Lions slow to get up.
Yeah, I was looking at that too, Dan. Yeah. And again, big fella up front. We've given up 4 sacks so far, so we need to try to clean that area up going into the second half.
Gain of 4 on first down, 2nd down and 6 for the Lions. From their own 32, Altmaier out of the gun. 4 across the front for Washington. Altmaier's got it. They bring a blitz. Altmaier sets and throws. Got a complete Kennedy right side. Turns it up. Gets the first down. Runs out of bounds across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Forced out there by Tyler Owens, but a nice pitch and catch results in 10 yards, and it moves the chains.
I'm telling you, it's hard to kill that man, voice. Tom Kennedy, I mean, you could cut him. He's coming back. You could do whatever you want to Tom Kennedy, and you're going to look around. He's going to be back on this roster. The guy just makes plays.
He made a play right there.
That's right.
From their own 42 now with the first down. Up under center is Altmaier. Turns. Good play on the ground. That is Williams again across midfield down to the 45-yard line. That's a nice run and another first down for Detroit.
And a hell of a block from Miles Frazier that time. A guy that struggled, but nice block on that play.
Should take us down to the 2-minute warning. We have an injured player on the field. A Washington player on the far side being tended to by the Washington training staff.
This is the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning is brought to you by Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. Book your next vacation at grandtraverseresort.com. 7-7 is our score. 2 minutes to go here. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the first half. Back with more after this on the Detroit Lions.
When you listen to Moving the Chains on Sirius XM NFL Radio, you'll hear former fullback Jacob Hester, who knows what it takes to compete on the gridiron.
Give me a helmet, and I'll prove to every single one of you that I belong in the National Football League.
And former front office executive Pat Kerwin, who understands the importance of having the right personnel.
I did sign a player while being the first base coach for my son's Little League team.
Moving the Chains, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Sirius XM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour checked in with the Lions and spoke with QB Jared Goff.
The mindset, the mentality, if you play here, it doesn't matter what position you play, you better bring it every single day.
I'm not really a part of that physicality as much.
You're the maestro of it, though.
Sure. I'm not really sticking my nose in it, but St. Brown, J-Mo, Laporta, Tesla, Gibbs, those are your skill players, and those guys are willing to do it. When the receivers are willing to block the way our guys are, it changes everything, and it's awesome. It really is.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Embrace the power and speed of the NTT IndyCar Series on Sirius XM.
Start your engine!
Feel every thrilling moment of the 2026 IndyCar season.
To the outside, we get to the Iron Bridge. Felix Rosenquist gets him at the start-finish line.
For the first time ever, IndyCar will roar through the streets of our nation's capital. It's the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of Washington, D.C. Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern, live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218 and the Sirius XM app. Friday Night SmackDown is on Sirius XM WWE Radio. Hear the hard-hitting action.
Cody is busted wide open. Randy is unglued here. He is snapped. This is just savage, merciless. Oh.
And all the smack talk.
Easy to find, hard to beat.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett have the call of SmackDown. Friday nights at 8 Eastern on WWE Radio Channel 156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
.com.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
Looking for more than just a driving job? Build your career with CMAC Transportation, where respect, reliability, and family come as our standard. Apply at cmactrans.com.
Jeffrey Embo was the injured player that walked off for Washington. Meanwhile, 2 minutes to go in the first half, and out of the 2-minute warning, it is the Lions with a first down at the 44 of Washington. 7-7 game here, late first half. Williams, the single back. He gets the handoff over the left side, finds some room, gets shut down quickly, though, as he gets down to the 43-yard line. Short game, got a yard.
Man, that looked like that could have went for more.
Cajo made the stop out there. Really nice play by him up from his linebacker position.
Timeout, Washington. They're first.
Yeah, that was.
Please reset the game clock to 154. 154.
Doesn't take much for those holes to close up quickly.
That's the one thing you learn as a young guy in the NFL, man. We learned that real fast. And even with Barry Sanders, when Barry first got there, Barry would make a move before he got the ball. And by the time he got to that line sometime, those holes were gone. We told Barry, look, you get the ball, then you make your moves running. That's how you have to do it in the NFL.
Washington used the timeout. They're thinking about getting the football back. Lions have a 2nd down and 9 from the Washington 43. Out of the timeout, it is Altmaier taking the shotgun snap. Quick throw left side. incomplete. Was looking for the quick hitter to Tariq Black. Antonio Hamilton had really good coverage on the play. That stops the clock with 1:52 to go. Now the Lions need a play on 3rd down and 9 from the Washington 43.
Yeah, that was an incompletion, but at least I'm happy to know he knew where the pressure was coming from and seeing the pressure.
The Lions 6 out of 8 on 3rd down today. Need a play on 3rd and 9. There's Altmaier. He's going to keep it himself over the left side on the read option, trying to get to the edge. Runs inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. Going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down, and they're going to send out Jake Bates for what will be a long field goal attempt. So on 4th and 3, Bates will come out. Should be 55 yards, and it will be hash mark left side.
Been a little inconsistent, right, this year, just in practice.
And I'm sure that's why Dan Campbell wants to see him right here.
Yeah.
Bates is ready. There's the snap, spot, kick on the way. It is up, and it is no good. Pushed it to the right, had the distance, but he couldn't find the direction. And now Washington will get good field position here as they take over in a 7-7 game with 1:42 to go here in the first half on the Detroit Lions.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
Touchdown!
It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
My goodness!
SiriusXM NBA Radio is your home all year long for 24/7 coverage of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron dribbling, drives to the paint, puts it up, in, and a foul. Are you kidding me?
We are bringing you exclusive access to the biggest basketball stars in the world.
Talking to the one and only Steph Curry.
I truly believe we can be championship relevant. For me, that's literally the only thing I'm playing for at this point.
Enjoy interactive, live NBA commentary all day long.
No matter how much talent you have, if you don't play as a team, you can't win.
Let those guys in the front office run the team, dude.
And of course, all the nightly rim-rocking, heart-pounding, buzzer-beating, play-by-play action your ears can handle.
Victor for three. Wee-wee, and the foul! Victor Wembanyama!
Basketball is our life. On Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car. And on the Sirius XM app.
Every NFL game is on Sirius XM.
Looking for the end zone, and he's in for a 40-yard touchdown rip.
Football is back as the preseason continues.
It's exciting just to be back and hear the roar of the crowd.
Don't miss a snap, including your team's pre- and post-game shows on the Sirius XM app. And Sirius XM NFL Radio's training camp tour gets you ready for the season with previews of all 32 teams.
We're on a quest to find out what we do really, really well.
Just search for your favorite team on the Sirius XM app. Get daily football news on the players and teams that matter to you on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Yep, he just did a backflip to celebrate. Just missed on the landing, though. Kind of fell back on his backside. But that's a loss on the play of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. Clock running down to 1:15 to go here.
The one thing, again, I noticed this year on the defensive side is our cornerbacks, they come up and they make tackles. They made a lot of tackles last week, and they're making tackles this week.
Washington now with a 2nd and 15. There is the throw out to the 45 and to the 50-yard line. Making the grab just shy of midfield is Antonio Williams. He's going to be about 6 yards shy of the first down. Sam Hartman back in there at quarterback. And with the clock running, they're going to go straight to the line on 3rd down and 5. Hartman's going to work out of the gun. Down to 35 seconds to go in the half. There's the snap. Hartman back. Hartman looking. Be a chase.
Nice.
Going to get hit. Going to go down. Guess who? It is that 2nd-round draft pick, Derek Moore, with a sack. Came off the left side, tracked down the quarterback. Big-time play for that Detroit defense, and they will force a Washington punt. That sack by the Lions' 2nd-round draft pick, brought to you by Blue Flame Propane. We bring the heat.
The previous play is under review.
Now, are they saying maybe that ball came out? That ball was free on the ground. The question is, was his knee down before it came out? There is no question that sack went to Derek Moore, though.
Yeah,
that's a terrific play.
It was, Dan, and he just dipped his shoulder and just went round the just outside corner, outside shoulder of the offensive tackle. So it was just a straight speed move that beat the offensive lineman that time.
I guarantee you somewhere Brad Holmes is pumping a fist because that's his man.
Yes,
when
sir.
they went into round 2 of the draft, that's who he wanted to get. Traded up to get him and did, in fact, get him. Let's take a look. That ball's out.
Yes.
That ball's out. I think it's really close before that right knee comes down, but it looked like that ball was out. That's going to be Detroit football. Should be right at the 40-yard line. Let's make sure we had a clear recovery there. We're going to take a break while they look at it. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Energy bills just keep on climbing, but Wallside has a way to beat these high costs. With one call, through Tuesday only. Buy one window, get one free. That's every window, every color, every size. Plus no interest financing and no down payment. Beat the high cost of staying comfortable. Wallside will help you bring your energy bills back down to size. Buy one, get one free. Ends Tuesday, September 1st. From your home for affordable quality, Wallside.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the 4th quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start, even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
All right, 1-800-CALL-SAM call on the field was a sack. 1-800-CALL-SAM verdict is in. It was a sack fumble recovered by Washington. So there's 18 seconds left on the clock. And actually, they started the clock, and it's running from 18 down to 0, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
This is the end of the first half.
So the ruling on the play was that it was a sack fumble caused by the Lions rookie outside linebacker, rush end, whatever you want to call him. You can call Derek Moore whatever you want if he makes plays like that. But the ball was recovered by Washington. They put 28 seconds on the clock, took a 10-second runoff, put it at 18. Then as they put it back into play, they started the clock. Everybody let it run out, and we've reached the half. So halftime here, 7-7. Detroit and Washington all tied up. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
When game day heats up, your home should stay perfectly cool with American Standard heating and air conditioning products provided by Munch's Supply. You can count on reliable comfort from kickoff to the final whistle. Whether you're hosting the whole team or just relaxing on the couch, American Standard helps keep your home comfortable through every season. Visit AmericanStandardAir.com today to learn more and find the right system for your home. American Standard and Munch's Supply, the home comfort team you can count on.
One call to the Mike Morse Law Firm gets you access to justice. And for many, that's justice after a car or truck crash. But that's not all we do. We handle every type of personal injury case, from police brutality, slip and fall, birth trauma, wrongful death, dog bites, and many more. If you've been wronged, it's our goal to make it right. We have the resources and staff to get you the justice you deserve. Who you hire matters. 855-MIKE-WINS.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Metro Detroit, it's Kathy Brooke here with Max Brooke Realtors. For nearly 5 decades, I've helped families across Michigan navigate their most important moves. With 16 years as Michigan's #1 realtor and 5 seasons as a proud partner of the Detroit Lions radio network, my experience and connections make all the difference. As we look for a win against Washington, remember every yard matters on the field and every detail matters when buying or selling a home. Visit KathyBrooke.com. That's KathyBroock.com, and let's get moving.
This is the Detroit Lions halftime show on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
Lions and Commanders knotted at 7 from the 1-800-CALL SAM studios at the break. It's brought to you by Yuengling. More football, more friends, more Yuengling, proudly served in Michigan. How about your first half recap? Well, I will tell you what, the Lions got off to a very difficult start, challenging start. After a positive Jacob Saylor's run for 10 yards, it was Josh Dobbs getting sacked by Amik Robertson, fumbles the ball. The ball goes backwards 17 yards into the end zone, where it's recovered by Joshua Josephs, and the Commanders take an immediate 7-0 lead. Detroit takes over again, gets no better. 6 plays, 16 yards, where on 3rd and 6, Joshua Dobbs is intercepted by Quan Martin. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. First 5 quarters of the preseason, 5 Detroit Lions turnovers. Must improve, did improve in the second quarter. Washington's first possession, Jaden Daniels takes the field. Jaden Daniels playing. And Jaden Daniels played until new Detroit Lion DJ Wanham did this.
Daniels takes the snap, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, pressure, hit, sack, taken down back inside the 40-yard line. Big-time pressure that time by that Lions defense. That's going to result in the sack as he's dropped by DJ Wanham. Yes. Loss of 10 on the play.
Washington would punt. Detroit takes over, goes 90 yards on 70 plays. Featuring an 11-yard run from Jabari Small. Dobbs complete to Cedric Wilson for 17 yards on 3rd and 5 to keep the drive alive. And on 3rd and 3, how about a little read option from the new Lions signal caller?
Dobbs out of the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. That is Sailors. No, that is Dobbs on the keeper, and he's gone down the left side. Up the numbers, 20-10-5 end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. 50 yards on the keeper.
That would be the last scoring for the half, but Washington would take over thereafter with a significant number of plays, but only 38 yards and an eventual punt, leading us to the second quarter. Second quarter, Detroit would go 39 yards on 13 plays, with Luke Altmaier taking over. A complete pass to Jackson Meeks for 10 yards. On 2nd and 19, complete to Meeks for 10 yards again on 3rd and 9. 18-yard completion. Nice job there. Luke Altmaier and Tyler Conklin, 18 yards, 1st and 10 as well. But a sack of Luke Altmaier on 3rd and 16 would result in a Detroit punt. Washington takes over. 6 plays, 24 yards before another punt. Detroit goes 35 yards then on 7 plays. Travion Williams, new Lion running back, ran for 14 yards on a 1st and 10, but a Jake Bates 55-yard field goal attempt would be missed. Then, last possession of half number 1, Washington a 1st and 10. They go backwards. Boop, boop, boop. Henry a run for -5 yards. Hartman a complete pass to Clemson rookie Antonio Williams for 10 yards. And how about make a name for yourself, son? Introducing Detroit's 2nd-round draft pick.
There's the snap. Hartman back. Hartman looking. Be a chase. Nice. Gonna get hit. Gonna go down. Guess who? It is that 2nd-round draft pick, Derek Moore, with a sack. Came off the left side, tracked down the quarterback. Big-time play for that Detroit defense, and they will force a Washington punt.
7-7 is your score. Your first half recap is brought to you by the McComb Group. The Lions have made 3 field goals between the pipes so far this season. McComb Group will donate $400 for each made field goal this season to the Festival of Trees. McCombGroup.com. We've got a scoreboard update coming your way next, right here on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
On the eve of our 50th year, the McComb Group supports industry with pipe, valves, and fittings from Mackinac to Georgia and from the Mississippi to the Mid-Atlantic. Our deep inventory supports piping and plumbing with specialty services in fire and fabrication, fusion plastics, gas distribution, valve automation, and more. We keep moving with reliable on-time delivery year-round, 24/7. And a team built to say yes. Visit us at McCombGroup.com.
What's up? This is Sam Laporta
with Genesis Credit Union,
reminding you to run the play that pays.
Switch to Genius High Yield Checking and start earning 6.75% APY. Automatically get cash back into your account. Just go paperless and swipe your card 10 times a month. That's it. No flag, no fees. Genius High Yield Checking, only from Genesis Credit Union.
Open your account today. Visit genesiscu.org.
Federally insured by the NCUA. Annual percentage yield paid on average daily balance up to $7,500. Rate subject to change anytime. Contact us for details.
Football fans, the new Monroe Street is calling and bringing fresh energy to Greektown. And Hollywood Casino Greektown is right in the middle of it all. Grab your friends, enjoy great food and drinks, and keep the excitement going with thrilling slots, table games, and 24/7 wagering. Watch the game, place your bets, and enjoy the action, where gaming, dining, and entertainment come together. Only at Hollywood Casino Greektown, your game day destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's our 27th year anniversary sale here at Amish Direct Furniture. That's right, we're putting our largest sale of the year ever. Save 20% or more only for the month of August. We're here in Sterling Heights on the corner of Hall Road and M53. And on every Saturday in August, come by and meet our Amish builders. Visit us at AmishDirect.com.
Need a space shot? Rent a clean, dry, ground-level storage container from Eagle Leasing today. Call 1-800-GET-EAGLE or visit us at EagleLeasing.com. I'm Mike Eagle. You see us everywhere.
Time for an NFL scoreboard update from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Bills and Browns in a weather delay right now. Battle of the backup quarterbacks. Falcons and Colts tied 3. Riley Leonard getting the start over Anthony Richardson. Ravens and Vikings underway as well. Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy playing in this one. Back with your second half from Ford Field right after this on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
Friday Night SmackDown is on Sirius XM WWE Radio. Hear the hard-hitting action.
Tony is busted wide open. Randy is unglued here.
He is snapped.
This is just savage, merciless.
And all the smack talk.
Easy to find, hard to beat.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett have the call of SmackDown. Friday nights at 8 Eastern on WWE Radio Channel 156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
My goodness!
The Sirius XM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour checked in with the Lions and spoke with QB Jared Goff.
The mindset, the mentality, if you play here, it doesn't matter what position you play, you better bring it every single day.
I'm not really a part of that physicality as much.
You're the maestro of it, though.
Sure. I'm not really sticking my nose in it, but St. Brown, JMO, Laporta, Tesla, Gibbs, those are your skill players, and those guys are willing to do it. When the receivers are willing to block the way our guys are, it changes everything, and it's awesome. It really is.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Summer is in full swing, and the action on the course continues to heat up.
He made it! Chip and birdie! Oh, my goodness!
PGA Tour Radio has all the coverage of the FedEx Cup playoffs, finishing with the Tour Championship.
Tommy Fleetwood is the winner of the Tour Championship.
Then, coming up this September, the President's Cup returns to Sirius XM.
The United States has won the President's Cup.
It's all golf all the time on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
This
Taste the sweet nectar of the end zone
is the NFL on Sirius XM.
Whether your team is at home or on the road, hear every game with your hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Just search for your team and click the favorite star.
Apply at cmactrans.com.
7-7 at halftime, live from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios as we send it back to the guys. Derek Moore, more sacks. Dan and Lomas, we've heard so much about that first step, and it certainly was on display in half number one.
Yeah, no doubt. Missed some time in camp with a groin injury, but as soon as he came back this week, it works. As soon as he came back this week, he was making his mark out there on the practice field, and boy, you could see it right there, Lomas. Everything they love about him was on display on that sack.
Absolutely, Dan. That dip. That anytime you get a D lineman that can dip and turn that corner the way he did, you can have something special there. Aiden can do it. Derek Moore, he just showed the ability to do it. So I know Brad Holmes has to be excited.
So we will start the second half. Lions will kick it off. Washington won the coin toss and deferred, so they will get the football here. 7-7 game. Sloppy start for Detroit. Turnovers on each of their first two possessions. First possession ended up in a fumble that rolled into the end zone where it was recovered by Washington. Second possession, an interception thrown by Josh Dobbs. And then they got their offense on track a little bit. A 50-yard run by Dobbs got them into the end zone for their lone touchdown of the day. And that's where we are, 7-7, with the final 30 minutes in front of us here in downtown Detroit. First half, Detroit 16 yards rushing, 128 yards on the day. Halftime right now, Detroit 169 total yards. I should say that was 16 rushes for 128 yards. So 128 on the ground for Detroit, 50 of those on the touchdown run by Josh Dobbs. 26 on the ground for Washington. Penalties, 2 against Washington, 1 against Detroit. That is far better than what they had last week.
Also, Dan, that third down, 6 for 9 on third downs, that's a lot better than it was the previous week, too.
Keeping drives alive. This kickoff is going to be taken by Craig Reynolds up the 15 to the 18, 19, contact at the 20, able to stretch it out to the 22 with a flag coming in late on the play. So Washington will take over. The question is where. We'll get the call in a moment. Today's game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official health insurance partner of the Lions Radio Network. Going to be a hold against Washington, so that'll back them up. They've had a couple of penalties on special teams today.
And that's good, right, Dan? Did you see the kick that Jake Bates had? The little squibbler? And Coach talked about that.
Team, number 29, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So penalty called against the Commanders' Darius Rush. Yeah, Coach talked about that. In this new iteration of the kickoff, You done? Thanks. This new iteration of the kickoff, if you can get a kick that bounces and you make them field it off the bounce, which isn't easy to do, it's a big advantage for the coverage team. Kaliak-Manis, the rookie, back in there. They keep it on the ground on first down, running over the left side. Katron Allen gets out to the 15-yard line, noses his way close to the 16, 2, maybe 3 yards. Trevor Nowaski made the stop.
Yeah, that was all effort on the Washington running back that time because we had a couple of shots at him deep in the backfield and kind of missed him. Ben Stilley had a shot at him. So it was just a nice run from the running back to get what he got.
2nd down and 8 coming up. Washington from their own 15. Kaliak-Manis back, looking to throw, does from a clean pocket down the right side. A one-handed grab is made out at the 46-yard line by Jaden Bradley. There is a flag down. It's going to be against Detroit, so that will stand. That's just a terrific throw and a great catch with late hands by the receiver there. He didn't give anything away until the last minute. Then he just reached that right hand out and made the grab. 32 yards on the connection.
Yeah, and that's on Abney, right? And the thing he did.
Play is a completed catch. The flag for DPI will be waved off.
Yeah. Dan, the thing he didn't do is get his eyes back to the ball. Abney did. And that's the one thing, right, that kind of plagued us a little bit last year. You have to locate the ball as a defensive back.
Abney in that battle to be the nickel back for this team. Trying to stack some good tape out there. So a big gain gives Washington a first down at their own 45-yard line. On first down, they keep it on the ground, going left, and then try to spin back right is Katron Allen. Great job by that defense to shut everything down. Got maybe a yard.
And that's what gets you excited when you hear Coach talk about the depth and talk about some of those guys on the defensive line like a Chris Smith who's coming out the game, a Ben Stilley who just came out the game. He's looking for those guys to control the line of scrimmage, and they did it that last play.
Didn't get anything on first down. 2nd down and 10. Washington from their own 45. Kaliak-Manis is going to work out of the gun. There's the snap. Blitz comes. He sets up a screen, got it complete, and that is blown up. Got it to the man he was looking for, Katron Allen, but Mekhi Wingo was right there waiting for him. Takes him down after a short gain, maybe. They're right around that line of scrimmage again. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Great recognition from Mekhi Wingo. He seen that it was a screen, a delayed screen being set up. He peeled off, got in the throwing lane, was able to bring the receiver down.
So now D. Lyman says, this is too easy. Something's up. Leaves Washington looking at a 3rd and 10. Craig Reynolds checks into the game. Snap comes early. Kaliak-Manis wasn't ready for it, and that's going to be a false start. Julian Good-Jones, the center right now, not on the same page as his quarterback.
False start, 61 on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous down. 3rd down.
So that'll make it 3rd and 15 now after the penalty. Chance for his defense to rev up that pass rush again. Derek Moore over on the left side of that defensive line.
And Anthony Lucas is in there too, Dan. Love what he did last week too.
Anthony Lucas on the right side of that defensive line. See if they can get some pressure here. Kaliak-Manis is going to work out of the gun on 3rd and 15. Look like more jump. Free play here for Washington. Going to load up and throw downfield, which is exactly what you should do, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw it all the way downfield to Antonio Williams that time, just going for the shot, knowing they had the penalty. So the Lions will get that 5 yards back, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 now. We'll wait for the call here from our referee today, Roy Ellison.
On the defense, number 9. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remain 3rd down.
So Derek Moore fell for the hard count there.
Yeah.
Lions got 5 on the penalty a moment ago. Give 5 back here, so we'll right back where we thought we'd be, 3rd down and 10.
Like you say, a great opportunity for one of these edge rushers or one of these D linemen to make a big play here.
Lions show 5 men across that defensive front. There's the shotgun snap. Kaliakmanis back, pressure comes, steps up, throws middle. It is caught. What a nice grab out there. Ball was a little bit behind it, but Antonio Williams was able to spin his body around and make the grab with Keith Abney in coverage. They convert on a 3rd and 10, picking up 21 down to the 34 of Detroit.
Yeah, just a nice job of his offensive line giving him a passing lane, Hartman, to throw the ball through. He was clean. He was able to see down there and put a nice pass on the receiver. I'm sorry, Kaliakmanis.
He's still in there at quarterback right now. 1st and 10 from the Lions' 34-yard line. Allen the back to his right. There's the snap, gives it to Allen, running left. Look for a cutback lane, nothing there. Then he found something over the left side, squirts inside the 30, gets down to the 27-yard line. Onwuzurike made the stop for Detroit. Looked like they had him bottled up. He peeked to his right, and when he came back left, it was an 8-yard gain.
And again, Dan, getting off those blocks, that's what you have to do. You get off those linemen, it puts you in a position to make those plays.
11:05 to go in the third, 7-7 game. 2nd down and 2, Washington from the Detroit 26. Kaliakmanis up under center. Allen the single back. Play action fake. Wants to throw, does. Got a man open down at the 10-yard line. Backs up to the 14 to make the grab. And that is where he's taken down immediately. That's Jaden Bradley. Red zone defense for the Lions brought to you by Fago, the one true pop. 12 yards on the gain, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14 now for Washington.
Good to see Rakestraw in there. Had a few problems this week with injuries.
Ended up being an ankle. He's out there now. Here comes Washington with a 1st down from the 14. They keep it on the ground. Nice. Allen tries the left side, comes back to the right. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe just did. It's either a loss of 1 or no gain. Great job by that Lions defense that time to shut it down. Ben Stille was the one who blew that up.
Yes, he was, Dan. Great call that time because he got low up under the center. He was able to, the left guard was able to push him in the backfield, and the running back had nowhere to go. Nice job, Ben Stille.
Dan Jackson made the stop. Good pursuit by him. 2nd down and 10, Washington from the 14 of Detroit. 7-7 game, 3rd quarter. Kaliakmanis wants to throw, does left side, and is dropped. Had a man wide open. His tight end, Lawrence Cager, there was not a Lion within 10 yards of him, but he just couldn't hang on to the football.
That had to be a blown coverage that time because you're right, it was nobody in that area.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 now for Washington from the 14 of Detroit. Another chance for the Lions to get something done on 3rd down here. So far, Washington 4 out of 8 on 3rd down today. Craig Reynolds checks in. He's to the right of his quarterback, Kaliakmanis. Flag down. Play clock.
On the offense, number 16, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
I was going to say,
3rd down.
Play clock was still at 6 seconds, but quarterback jumped a little bit before that ball was snapped, so that'll make it a 3rd and 15 now.
Changing out groups again. Here we come with another fresh D-line coming in. Hassanin, Makai Wingo, Anthony, Lucas.
Lucas goes to the left side. Hassanin on the right side of the defensive line. There's the shotgun snap on 3rd down. Lions bring a blitz. Thrown. It is caught. Shy of the 1st down. Fighting inside the 10 and down to the 9 goes Williams. Lions had him bottled up. One of those plays where they say, we'll give you anything underneath. Malcolm Rodriguez brought the heat that time on the blitz for Detroit. And that's going to set up a Washington field goal attempt. Gain of 10 on 3rd and 15.
And on that pre-snap, every defensive lineman was standing up. So maybe that's a new wrinkle we'll see this year with Calvin Shepard in this defense. But that last snap, every one of the D linemen was standing up in the 2-point stands.
Drew Stevens, the Washington kicker, with a 27-yard field goal attempt. Hash mark right side. Spot down, kick on the way. It is up and it is good. So Washington has the lead, 10-7, 8:45 to go here. Defense does a nice job tightening up in the red zone. 3-point game, Washington on top. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Some legends are built on the field. Others have been earned over generations. Since 1829, Yingling has been brewing great-tasting beer, making it America's oldest brewery. And now, it's proudly served right here in Michigan. So this football season, gather your crew, cheer on your team, and raise a Yingling. More football, more friends, more Yingling. Proudly served in Michigan. Please enjoy responsibly.
A diagnosis of colon cancer at 45 was shocking, but thanks to my team at Henry Ford Health, I am ready to tackle life at full speed. I am Henry.
Without a game-changing heart valve procedure, my recovery from leukemia could not have continued. I am grateful for a team that finds solutions when others can't. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official healthcare provider for the Detroit Lions, Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
Hey, football fans. With Delta Dental and Delta Vision, your smile will be an MVP, and your vision will be sharp enough to catch every play. Don't fumble your health. Visit DeltaDentalMI.com to shop our comprehensive dental and vision plans today. That's DeltaDentalMI.com for comprehensive dental and vision plans. Delta Dental of Michigan Delta Vision plans are underwritten by Renaissance Life and Health Insurance Company of America.
All right, line set to get the kickoff here after Washington took a 3-point lead on a field goal by Drew Stevens. Blackshear and Dortch back deep for Detroit. We anticipate Dortch will handle the punt returns for Detroit this season. I think that kickoff job is still open. I think they're trying to figure out. Dan Campbell wants somebody that's going to just run downhill. Yeah. He wants a bowling ball back there. And he feels like he and Dave Fipp feel like with this system, it's not a job to dance.
Right.
You need to get going straight downfield. And they're looking for somebody that can do that.
They're absolutely right about that, Dan. And, again, with these little wrinkles that they're throwing and with special teams now putting more starters on their special team units, it makes it that much harder.
So kickoff coming up. Lions will get the football back. Looks like it'll be Josh Dobbs to start the second half. There is the kickoff. This is going to be Blackshear from a yard deep in the end zone. He's coming out up the numbers, 10, 15, 20. Cuts left to the 25. And he is hit as he gets to the 26-yard line. That is where the Lions will take over. It is indeed Josh Dobbs who comes back out. Got the start today, 3 out of 6, 24 yards and an interception. Also had a 50-yard touchdown run. So Lions from their own 26. Out of the huddle into the line. Dobbs is going to move in behind center. On first down, offset eye behind him. Dobbs turns. They keep it on the ground. That is Blackshear. Across the 30 to the 34-yard line. There's a flag down. It's going to be against Detroit. That'll wipe out a 5-yard gain.
Can't do it.
And here's the call. Oh, good grief. Apologies. Not sure what that was, but it wasn't working. Penalty against the Lions cost them 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15. So the ball is back at the 21-yard line now. That is where Josh Dobbs and the offense will resume this drive. Dobbs up under center. 4 across the front for Washington. Dobbs takes, back and looking. Steps up into a clean pocket, throws. It is caught out across the 30-yard line to the 32. Good grab by Tay Martin out there. Gets back some of that yardage they needed. A gain of 11. That'll set up a 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, great route from Tay that time, too. Stuck his foot in the ground and was able to break out of there. And a nice throw from Joshua Dobbs. A long throw, but a nice, accurate throw from him.
Percy Butler in coverage for Washington. Got there late. You could see it in his reaction. 2nd down and 4 now. Dobbs takes, turns, keeps it on the ground. That is Blackshear. Gets out to the 35-yard line. Just shy of it. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 or 2 depending upon the spot. Cowart made the stop, and there is a Lion injured on the play, slow to get up. Looks like Miles Bridges. Yeah. Miles Frazier.
He's coming off.
Yeah. Had a rough game last week.
He sure did that. But Dan, he's been doing all right so far this game. I've been watching him. He's been staying on his blocks. He's been doing a lot better than he did in the first game versus Cincinnati.
So he will come off. He's just standing on the sideline, talking to the trainers. Hasn't taken his helmet off yet. Back to the action. 3rd down coming up for Detroit. It is 3rd and 1 from their own 35. Dobbs up under center. Dobbs takes the snap, turns, hands it off. 1st down and more. That is Blackshear across the 45 and out to the 48-yard line. Really nice run that time. Cajo made the stop. 13-yard gain, though. And one of the interesting things, Lomas, you can see those edge defenders for Washington coming up because they've got to respect that read option. He showed that to them in the first half, so that's in the back of their mind as well.
That's a great point there, and you're right. That's just something in our arsenal that we haven't had offensively.
1st and 10, Detroit now from their own 48, down by 3 3rd quarter. They keep it on the ground, and slipping before he can get to the line of scrimmage that time is Blackshear. Just kind of tried to plant that right foot, slid out from under him, and he goes down. May have lost a yard.
Yeah. And Ricky Barber did a great job that time from Washington. Again, he was able to push Seth back in the backfield, and that's what caused the running back to stop his feet, try to redirect himself. Nice job from Ricky Barber.
Blackshear out, Williams in. 2nd down and 11 for the Lions from their own 47. Dobbs out of the gun. Dobbs takes the snap, back and looking, rolling left, eyes downfield. Now he throws. It is incomplete. Intended over on the right sideline that time for Tariq Black. Couldn't make the grab. Pressure coming from Jeffrey Emba that time. Forced him out of the pocket, but truth be told, he had time back there to make a throw. There was just nothing downfield that he liked.
So I kind of blame the receivers that time, Dan. I mean, again, if your routes get stopped, you have to, once you see your quarterback in trouble or scrambling, you have to get free. You have to present a target for him to get the ball to. I don't think the receivers did a good enough job that time.
The Lions 7 out of 10 on 3rd down today, looking at a 3rd and 10 here from their own 48. Dobbs out of the gun. He's got the football. Back and looking. Pressure comes, throws. It is in and out of the hands on what would have been a big gain to Tay Martin. Got to make that catch, man. Pressure was coming from DJ Johnson, but Dobbs did a great job to get that football away. That hit Martin in the hands. It was a little bit wide, but certainly catchable. If he catches it, it's a 1st down and more.
Yeah, just took his eyes off the ball. He just took his eyes off the ball to look upfield before he called it.
He is a guy that has impressed his coaching staff with his receiving and his special teams play, but that's a play he's got to have. So Jack Fox on to punt. McCaffrey back deep for Washington. Movement, flag. Looks like the Lions may have jumped. Had a pretty clean first half, not so much here in the second half. The 3rd quarter, I believe that's our 6th penalty of the 3rd quarter.
And I think that was on Derek Moore, too, the young fellow on there on the punt coverage team.
That would be his second of the day. There's the snap. McCaffrey fields it at the 12. McCaffrey starts right, comes back left, taken down. Good work on special teams for the Lions by Troy Reeder that time.
Late flag.
Flag in there as well. There's one thing, he was one of the guys that Dave Phipp talked about in that linebacker room that really has the ability to play special teams. Bocce, Clark, Hunter, Reeder, Nowaski, Ogbongbemiga. All of these guys excel on teams and can make plays, and you saw it right there from the veteran Reeder. 46-yard punt, 2-yard return. I'm going to get that penalty here in a moment, assuming the microphone's fixed. We're either going to get that or bloody ears. Here we go. Brace yourself. Is he going to try?
Nothing.
No,
Said it.
no, it's not working. He just gave us the sign. Third quarter brought to you by U.S. Park on Middle Belt. Put it in park with U.S. Park. Visit us-park.com. Block in the back. That's the call. Washington has it backed up in their own end. Here in the third with a 3-point lead on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
The SiriusXM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour checked in with the Ravens and spoke with QB Lamar Jackson.
Trey Hendrickson, I mean, what does a guy like that add to your team? You've had to go against him twice a year.
Just to have him on our side, man, and don't have to face him twice a year, it's extraordinary.
Yes.
And I'm loving it. I drop back. He's already in my face.
Yeah.
You know, he's making things happen. Started making our life difficult on offense in training camp. He's going to make the opposing team's life difficult on offense.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the SiriusXM app.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
When you listen to Moving the Chains on SiriusXM NFL Radio, you'll hear former fullback Jacob Hester, who knows what it takes to compete on the gridiron.
Give me a helmet, and I'll prove to every single one of you that I belong in the National Football League.
And former front office executive Pat Kerwin, who understands the importance of having the right personnel.
I did sign a player while being the first base coach for my son's Little League team.
Moving the Chains, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88.
All right, back at Ford Field after the penalty. Washington is backed up at their own 7-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from there. They lead it 10-7, 5:39 to go here in the third quarter. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Lions Radio Network.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Sam Hartman back in there at quarterback on first down. He's up under center. Takes the snap, turns, gives it to Henry. Henry is hit right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything that time. Great work up front by that Lions defense.
Yeah, the first guy I seen flash was Chris Smith, another guy that Dan Campbell wanted to see. And he did a nice job there, again, taking up 2 guys and allowing our other guy, to come in and finish it up.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Washington from their own 7-yard line. Hartman's going to go empty out of the gun. Got his heels on the goal line to our right. Hartman leans in. There's the snap. Lions bring 4. Throw right side is caught. That is Henry with it. Angles back inside across the 10 to the 12-yard line. Picked up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Keith Abney made the stop that time for Detroit. So let's see if they can make a play here and get off the field. That's the name of the game on third down. So far today, Washington 4 out of 9 on third down. Hartman brings him to the line. He's going to work out of the gun. He's got Craig Reynolds, the former Lion, to his left. There's the snap. Hartman with it. Hartman lofts it down the left sideline. It is incomplete, just out of the reach of his intended receiver, Jaden Bradley, that time. Abney was out there in coverage. And it's going to set up a fourth down in a punting situation now.
Nice
with
throw.
Greg Dortch going back deep.
Yeah, just a little bit over, but that was a nice throw from Hartman. And nice pressure, too, from our defensive line. They ran a couple of stunts that time. Didn't get to them, but they put pressure on them.
Tressway, the punter, standing 2 yards deep in the end zone to our right. He's got it, drives it with that left leg. Dortch is going to field it at the 37-yard line, running right to the 40. Dortch cuts it to the 45, Dortch to the 50, and into Washington territory, taken down at the 49-yard line by Carlin Viggers. But a great return, great field position, 51-yard punt, 14-yard return, and the Lions will send their offense back out. It is 10-7. Washington on top, 4:01 to go here in the third quarter. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Energy bills just keep on climbing, but Wallside has a way to beat these high costs with one call through Tuesday only. Buy one window, get one free. That's every window, every color, every size, plus no interest financing and no down payment. Beat the high cost of staying comfortable. Wallside will help you bring your energy bills back down to size. Buy one, get one free. Ends Tuesday, September 1st. From your home for affordable quality, Wallside.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the fourth quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start, even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
Time for an NFL scoreboard update from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. The Falcons lead the Colts 17-6 in the second quarter. Running game on track. Tyler Goodson, 59 yards on 6 carries. Nathan Carter, a touchdown with 17 yards. Riley Leonard at QB for Indianapolis. Back to Dan and Lomas at Ford Field.
All right, thank you very much. Resetting that offensive line for the Lions. You got Miles Frazier in there at left tackle. It is Mason Miller at left guard, Neese in its center, Priestley right guard, Sorsdahl right tackle. Lions good field position from the 48 of Washington on first down. Dobbs takes, play action fake, sets in the pocket, drifts left. Now he sets up a screen, got it complete. That is Williams with it, gets a block inside the 40, inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line, and he falls down at the 23. There is a Lion down behind the play. It's a 25-yard gain on the screen pass to Williams. But the Lions training staff getting out on the field quickly. Check out one of their players who was hurt trailing that play. It's a nice screen play set up there. Really nice run after the catch, too, by Williams.
And on those screen plays, you have to be an actor. You have to be an actor out there because you have to get those guys up field, and that was just a nice job of the offensive line doing that.
It is Michael Neese that is down. He's the third center we've seen for the Lions today. Saw McLaughlin.
IndyCar will roar through the streets of our nation's capital. It's the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of Washington, D.C. Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern. Live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218 and the Sirius XM app. You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we created a winning fantasy football lineup to help you build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help. Get
the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
A new NBA season is coming. We've got new expectations and new stories waiting to be written.
I like the move for LeBron. Obviously, you love it for Philadelphia. And of course, he should chase a darn ring. He's 41 years old.
NBA Radio has you covered all summer long with expert analysis, team previews, and everything you need before the new year.
This is someone who is ready for the bright lights.
The countdown to opening night starts now. Stay connected with SiriusXM NBA Radio Channel 86 or anytime you want on the SiriusXM app. Just search NBA Radio.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey, this is Ryan Priest, driver of the number 60 Ford Mustang for RFK Racing. The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We are back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Dollar Tree 301 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
And you can listen to all the action on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
Today, Blue Flame Propane. We bring the heat.
All right, back here. Michael Neese off the field, so Seth McLaughlin comes back in at center for Detroit. They got good field position now after the big screen play. Down to the 24-yard line, moving up front. That's Priestley.
Can't do it.
Yep, 74.
From the previous spot, first down.
Melvin Priestley up and out too early. Penalty will cost the Lions 5. Today's game brought to you by Wallside Windows, the official window company of the Lions Radio Network. It's a 4th penalty accepted this quarter by Washington against Detroit. So it's 1st and 15 now. Lions from the Washington 29. They keep it on the ground. That is Williams weaving his way down to the 25-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Stopped there by DJ Johnson and Ale Cahill.
Yeah. And again, it's hard getting that chemistry on the offensive line, especially when you got guys running in and out. And I know that's because of injury, but again, it's hard to get that chemistry going.
2nd and 11. Lions from the Washington 25. 10-7. Washington on top, late 3rd. Dobbs has got it. Quick throw, got it complete down to the 20-yard line. Good grab out there that time by Lucky Jackson. Good hands catch down at the 19-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd and 5 after a 6-yard gain. Red Zone offense brought to you by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Family and the Red Trucks in the Red Zone for you. Lions on 3rd down so far today, 7 out of 11. They've done a good job. Need 5 here. 3rd and 5 from the 19 of the Commanders. Dobbs works out of the gun. He leans in. There's the snap. Dobbs back. Dobbs from a clean pocket. Throws. Caught. 1st down. Inside the 15 and powering his way down to the 10 is Lucky Jackson. Jackson picks up 9. Another one of those receivers Dan Campbell talked about. Wanted to see what he could do on special teams. Getting a good glimpse of him here working in the offense. Nice catches to convert.
And a nice job to sit down in the soft spot of that zone that time to give Joshua Dobbs a target.
So it's a 1st down. Lions now from the 10 of Washington. 1st and goal. And on 1st and goal, it's Dobbs up under center. Turns, gives to Williams over the right side. Finds a crease down to the 5-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd and goal from there.
And that was just a nice job of the interior of our offensive line. Again, the surge, get that body position, and to give the running back a lane to get through. And I like the way this running back is just getting downhill. He's hitting it downhill, and I love the way he's punishing these defensive linemen.
2nd and goal from the 5. Out of the huddle and to the line. It is Dobbs working out of the gun. Williams, the back to his left. We got a timeout called by the Lions. Dan Campbell wants to talk it over.
This is their first timeout of the half.
Dan ran all the way down to get that timeout called. Lucky Jackson, you got to wonder, was Mom an Elvis fan? Oh, Lucky Jackson was the name of Elvis Presley's character in Viva Las Vegas, the race car driver.
Okay.
So
all right, look,
maybe.
It would say maybe. That's why I like special preseason. You know, we just come up with all kinds of things.
Something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, we can circuitously get back to Ann Margaret as well. Is good. She was very good in that movie. 2nd down and 5 now. 50 seconds to go in the 3rd. Detroit from the Washington 5. They give it to Williams, straight up the gut, hit at the 3, powers to the 2, and down to the 1-yard line he goes. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. Good, hard running by Williams on the inside. And the Lions are a yard away from the end zone with 30 on the game clock, 26 on the play clock, so they will need to run one more play here.
Again, nice job, Colby Salsdale. Nice job of taking your guy and continuing to push him.
On 3rd and goal, it is Dobbs out of the gun, hands it to Williams, follows that line surge to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. The Lions have the lead. First time today, first time they've led in the preseason so far through a game and 3 quarters. Some nice work on that drive. You had the screen pass, couple of runs, really nice work by Williams in there.
Yeah, and those offensive linemen have to feel good, the ones that are in that game. That was a nice drive. Like you say, had some nice plays on there. But that surge at the 1-yard line, when you have to have it, get it in there, that was just a nice job of keeping those shoulders down, those shoulder pads down, and moving guys.
Travion Williams, 8th year out of Texas A&M, bidding to make this football team. Saw some really good work there. Jake Bates for the extra point. Spot down kick on the way. It is up, and it's good. So the Lions lead it by a score of 14-10 with 9 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. That's the best drive we've seen from either team today.
I agree.
Lions got it done on the ground, got it done through the air. A little bit of everything there. That drive, 48 yards, 7 plays, 3:52 off the clock. Williams with a 1-yard run to cap it off. Now, you may say it was only a 48-yard drive, but remember, Washington touchdown came on a fumble recovery in the end zone, and the Lions' other touchdown came on a 50-yard run by Josh Dobbs.
Yep.
It has been Dobbs who has been the quarterback for both of their touchdown drives today. Talk about gaining real estate. Well, Williams on that drive. And overall today, 7 carries, 34 yards and a touchdown, 1 catch for 24 yards, and that was a big one on the screenplay. Gaining real estate brought to you by Kathy Brook of Max Brook Realtors. Go to KATHYBROOCK.com.
I'm going to have to meet Kathy Brooks.
She's a very nice woman.
Is she? Okay.
I've met her at a number of functions.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
She's
there for all your real estate needs.
There it is. And I got some too, voice. I got some.
You got some real estate needs?
I got some real estate needs.
Robert Henry on the return across the 25, stood up at the 27, keeps his legs moving out to the 28, 29, 30-yard line. And he is down there, and there's a flag down as well. We got a lot of flags in this 3rd quarter. So let's find out what the call is here. Looks like it's going to be
illegal formation on the receiving team, number 19. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run.
first down.
Washington has not had a banner day. That's against Nick Nash, backup wide receiver. Not had a banner day on special teams. They have had a number of penalties called that have cost them field position. That'll back them up to the 25. And it'll be 1st and 10 from there with 1 second to go in the third quarter.
And again, Dan, looking at Calvin Shepard's defensive schemes, again, we were 3 linebackers a lot last year. I've only seen 2 linebackers so far this year.
Kaliakmanis back in there, quarterback, rookie out of Rutgers. Allen the single back. They fake to him. Roll right, throw, caught, drop. Nope. That was Lawrence Cager, your tight end, who had the football in his hands, but looked up and saw a defender, and suddenly that football was no longer there. Because that should have been a catch, should have been a big gain, and should have been very close to a first down for Washington there. But instead, that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We're going to head for the fourth in the final 15 minutes. It is the Lions in the lead, 14-10 over Washington. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
What's up? This is Sam Laporta
with Genesis Credit Union,
reminding you to run the play that pays.
Switch to Genius High Yield Checking and start earning 6.75% APY. Automatically get cash back into your account. Just go paperless and swipe your card 10 times a month. That's it. No flag, no fees. Genius High Yield Checking, only from Genesis Credit Union.
Open your account today. Visit genesiscu.org.
Federally insured by the NCUA. Annual percentage yield paid on average daily balance up to $7,500. Rate subject to change anytime. Contact us for details.
When game day heats up, your home should stay perfectly cool with American Standard heating and air conditioning products provided by Munch's Supply. You can count on reliable comfort from kickoff to the final whistle. Whether you're hosting the whole team or just relaxing on the couch, American Standard helps keep your home comfortable through every season. Visit AmericanStandardAir.com today to learn more and find the right system for your home. American Standard and Munch's Supply, the home comfort team you can count on.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
For physical health, mental health, and everything in between, Blue Cross is ready to help. Learn more at bcbsm.com.
All right, back here. Start of the fourth quarter, 14-10, Lions on top. Washington has the football at their own 25-yard line. Out of the huddle and to the line, Kaliakmanis remains in there at quarterback. Rookie out of Rutgers. It's going to work out of the gun. Lions show 4 across that defensive front. Long count. Lions showing pressure here. There's the snap. He's back and looking, lofting it down the right sideline. It is up and caught in stride, Lions territory, inside the 40, inside the 30-yard line is Nick Nash down to the 17-yard line. I'm going to say he stepped out at the 20, but that's a terrific delivery there from Kaliakmanis to Nick Nash that goes for 55 yards. Lions Red Zone defense brought to you by Fago, the one true pop.
Dan, the one thing I talk about, if you show a quarterback pressure in this league, they're going to beat you. They have pressure beaters, and that was a nice job by Kaliakmanis on that dive.
So 1st and 10, Washington from the Lion 20. Lions up by 4. Washington knocking on the door. They try to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Nowhere to go. Stood up right at the point of attack was Katron Allen by Skylar Gill-Howard.
Nice job of penetrating. Again, getting underneath that offensive lineman, getting upfield and just grabbing the running back and making a nice, solid tackle for the young fella.
So a loss of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 13. Washington from the Detroit 23. Long count by Kaliakmanis. There's some noise here, making it difficult, and I think they didn't get it off. Play clock's at 0 is a flag.
Offense, 16, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, every seat may not be filled here, but there was a lot of noise, and that was impacting their ability to communicate that time.
Yeah, along with us again, Calvin Shepard's showing it. Watch the D linemen. Everybody's standing up. They're moving around, and that's hard on the quarterback. We used to call that the UFO defense. It was unidentified because you didn't know where guys were going to line up, where they were going to be at. You just had to shift through it, and that's what we're doing.
So after the penalty, it's 2nd and 18. Washington from the Detroit 28. Play clock down to 3. There's the snap. Kaliakmanis throws. It is caught. That is Nash with the grab. Down to the 21-yard line. Original line of scrimmage, very close. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Fourth quarter brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. Washington 4 out of 10 today on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 11. Kaliakmanis back. Pressure comes from behind. He throws. It's complete shy of the sticks. Caught down at the 14-yard line for Washington that time. That is Jacoby Jones who makes the catch. And Washington will send the field goal unit out to try to pull within 1 with 12.5 to go here.
And it was a great job of Roger McCreary coming off the corner, number 21, applying pressure to the quarterback, making the quarterback get the ball out of his hands fast.
See who was back in coverage that time? O'Neal. Dropped off the line, said he had the ability to do it. And there was Eric O'Neal showing it, made the tackle along with Trevor Nowoski. Field goal attempt coming up for Stevens. Spot down, kick on the way, 32 yards. It is up and good. We got a 1-point game. Detroit 14, Washington 13, 12:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. So the Lions will have the football when we come back. We'll step aside. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
One call to the Mike Morse Law Firm gets you access to justice. And for many, that's justice after a car or truck crash. But that's not all we do. We handle every type of personal injury case, from police brutality, slip and fall, birth trauma, wrongful death, dog bites, and many more. If you've been wronged, it's our goal to make it right. We have the resources and staff to get you the justice you deserve. Who you hire matters. 855 Mike wins.
A diagnosis of colon cancer at 45 was shocking, but thanks to my team at Henry Ford Health, I am ready to tackle life at full speed. I am Henry.
Without a game-changing heart valve procedure, my recovery from leukemia could not have continued. I am grateful for a team that finds solutions when others can't. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official healthcare provider for the Detroit Lions, Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
Across the country, schools are having to cut sports. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes is on a mission to fix that. With a Kellogg's Frosted Flakes box purchased, a $3 donation is sparked by uploading a receipt via missiontiger.com. Thanks to fans coast to coast, students at middle schools nationwide have better access to play sports, and Mission Tiger has created more than 2.3 million play experiences for students and counting. Please go to missiontiger.com to learn more.
All right, back here Ford Field in downtown Detroit, preseason game number 2 for the Lions. 12:02 to go in the fourth quarter. They lead at 14-13. Blackshear and Dortch back deep once again for Detroit to take the kickoff after a Washington field goal made this a 1-point game. Stevens has the ball on the tee. It'll get the go-ahead from the official, and we'll resume the action. Run up in the kick. This is going to be taken by Dortch, left side at the 9-yard line, up to the 15 to the 20, cuts right at the 25. Looking for a crease, gets to the 29, bounces his way to the 31-yard line, and that is where the Lions will take over. Back they come on offense. Once again, at quarterback for the Lions, it'll be Luke Altmaier. Today's game brought to you by Ford, the official automotive company of the Lions Radio Network.
Luke he got most of the reps in practice this week. Joshua Dobbs didn't get a lot of reps, but I'm glad Luke is getting the opportunity to show what he did in practice on the field today.
From the 31, he's up under center on first down. Takes the snap, turns, they keep it on the ground. That is a nice run across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. That is Blackshear picking up 5, maybe 6 on the play. And that is a 6-yard gain. It'll be second down and 4.
Yeah, nice job of Miles Frazier climbing up to the next level that time. And again, he just had to be more consistent. Just consistency is what we need out of him.
Second down and 4. 11:20 to go here in the third quarter. They try to keep it on the ground again. This time Blackshear is wrapped up and taken down for a loss back to the 36-yard line. Curtis Jacobs with the defensive play that time by Washington. So that's going to bring up a third down and 5 now as we're down to 11 minutes to go here in the third, and Detroit hangs on to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that had to be a misassignment that time because he claimed jet clean. He was just clean that time, so it had to be a MA.
Altmaier's going to work out of the gun on third down and 5. Washington stacking that line. They bring 4. Flags down.
I got him.
It's going to be against Detroit.
False start on the offense, 71. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Third down.
So it is going to now be 3rd and 10 after a 5-yard penalty. Michael, how many penalties have we had accepted here in the second half? 11. We had 3 accepted penalties in the first half. Yep. Now it's 11. 3rd and 10 for Detroit from their own 31. Movement up front, another flag, another penalty against the Lions. Man, you just can't do that.
False start, number 65. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Third down.
That is the center, Seth McLaughlin. Will be interesting to see what the coaching staff sees from the center position today.
Yeah.
In particular, Drew Scruggs, who was out there early. He's in line to start the regular season as things stand right now.
Please reset the game clock to 10:45. 10:45.
So you heard 10:45 to go. After 2 penalties now, it's 3rd and 15. So you go from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 15 by committing back-to-back penalties. Pre-snap penalties. There is the snap. Altmaier back, lofting it down the left side. Once Jackson tries to make a back shoulder catch, and here comes the flag.
Thank you.
It's going to be against Washington that time. Vigors was in coverage. It was actually a nice look that time. Altmaier looked up, saw the back of the defender, tried to throw back shoulder to Lucky Jackson.
Pass interference on the defense, number 37. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So on 3rd and 15, that's a big bailout. Gives the Lions a first down at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah,
now.
Big bailout, but the right call because the defensive back never got his head around. He was almost face guarding the wide receiver. So that was a great call from the refs.
So here come the Lions now with a fresh set of downs from their own 46. Altmaier takes, hands it off. Blackshear gobbled up in the backfield. Lost yardage back to the 43. Lost 3 on the play. Too much penetration by Washington that time.
Yeah, and Dan is in the middle. It's in the middle of our offensive line, and we know that's where our troubles are. And, yeah, you could say it's communication. Yeah, you could say it's a different guy in there, and they hadn't worked together, but they're going to have to get it together sooner than later.
Byron Cowart with the play there a moment ago leaves the Lions looking at a 2nd and 13 from their own 43. Altmaier, shotgun snap, back looking, throwing right side. It is caught, running out of bounds at the 49-yard line after a 6-yard gain is Dominic Lovett. And that will set up a more manageable now 3rd down of 3rd and 7.
So he's the guy that I'm more intrigued with is Lovett. A guy we brought in last year, didn't play much for us, a guy that they thought would be able to take these special teams and give us something on offense, just hadn't clicked yet.
No, made a couple of mistakes last week, dropped a couple footballs, can't do that. Yeah. Lions looking for a play here, 3rd down and 7 from their own 49. Altmaier takes the shotgun snap, looking left, throwing out there, knocked down at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. So it'll be 4th down, and the Lions will send the punting unit out.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. 4th down.
So they were able to overcome a 3rd and 15, but could not convert on 3rd down and 7 there. So Luke McCaffrey will go back deep for Washington. Jack Fox set to punt it away for Detroit. Fox is ready. McCaffrey standing on the 8-yard line to our left. Punts away. McCaffrey calls for a fair catch. Makes it at the 15-yard line. And that is where Washington will take over after a 36-yard punt and no return. It is 14-13. Detroit on top. 9:22 to go in this one. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Hey, football fans. With Delta Dental and Delta Vision, your smile will be an MVP, and your vision will be sharp enough to catch every play. Don't fumble your health. Visit DeltaDentalMI.com to shop our comprehensive dental and vision plans today. That's DeltaDentalMI.com for comprehensive dental and vision plans. Delta Dental of Michigan Delta Vision plans are underwritten by Renaissance Life and Health Insurance Company of America.
Football is back, and no matter where game day takes you, Caesars Sportsbook keeps you in the action. Bet from the tailgate.
Can I get a hot dog?
Bet from your couch.
That's my lucky spot.
Bet from the stadium.
Let's go!
Plus, you can flex your parlay, so your bet stays alive even if a leg misses. Caesars is your anytime, anywhere sportsbook. Download the app today and start betting. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Some legends are built on the field. Others have been earned over generations. Since 1829, Yuengling has been brewing great-tasting beer, making it America's oldest brewery. And now, it's proudly served right here in Michigan. So this football season, gather your crew, cheer on your team, and raise a Yuengling. More football, more friends, more Yuengling. Proudly served in Michigan. Please enjoy responsibly.
Jack Fox doing what he does. All 3 of his punts have been downed inside the 20-yard line today. Average of 40.3, but often that doesn't tell the story. The fact that he's got him backed up at the 15-yard line is what they were going for on special teams. Lions lead it by 1, 9:22 to go. And if you're Dan Campbell, look, guys that are out there right now aren't going to be your frontline guys, but what you're saying to them is show me you can win a football game. Show me you can make a play.
Yes. Show me what you've learned during camp and put it out here on this field today.
All right. Here comes Washington now from their own 15. They keep it on the ground. Not much there. That defense does a nice job with 2 flags coming in. Craig Reynolds with the carry, stacked up by that defensive front for Detroit. Let's find out about the flag.
Holding on the offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Sam Hartman's back in there, quarterback for Washington. You heard the penalty. It's going to back them up inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be ball sitting at the 8-yard line now. First and 17 from there. Hartman's going to take it out of the gun. He's going to work from the 2-yard line to our left. There's the snap. Hartman rolls right, throws. It is caught.
Beautiful.
Found a nice seam up the sideline and gets it out to the 32, 33-yard line. That is Jacoby Jones with the grab. That's a really nice throw.
Yes.
And a way to get out of a massive hole there on 1st and 17. They end up picking up 24 yards.
Oh, that was a pro's throw right there. You're right. That was a beautiful dime he dropped in there.
So Washington with a first down at their own 32-yard line. Lions by 1, 8.5 to go. They flare it out to the left side. It is caught by Jones. Jones runs up the left sideline now, and he's run out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 on the play. Roger McCreary forced him out.
Yeah. Dan, I made a statement last week after the Cincinnati game that coaches like the games like that because they want to be able to coach the guys hard this week in practice. With the penalties we had now, I don't think Dan Campbell's going to be happy about this performance today.
8:05 to go, 2nd and 4. Washington from their own 38. They keep it on the ground, trying to bounce it outside, trying to get the edge. Great pursuit. Not much there that time for Craig Reynolds, the former Lion. He got a yard to the 39, maybe 2. But a really nice job that time by Detroit, led by Eric Hunter, rookie out of Morgan State.
I want to see more of him. He's a guy that I like too. Eric Hunter. I thought he flashed last week. Hadn't gotten much playing time so far today, but he's a guy that flashes.
So it is 3rd and 3 for Washington. They're 4 for 11 on 3rd down today. There's the snap. They keep it on the ground. Not going to get it.
Yep.
That is blown up on the interior. Terrific play inside that time for Detroit.
Yep.
Eric Hunter made that play, and it's going to be 4th down. They tried to hand it to Craig Reynolds and get that 3rd down, but it was blown up by the rookie undrafted free agent. That's going to leave Washington looking at a 4th down and 2, and they're going to go for it.
Again, Dan, a guy that flashes, Eric Hunter, E40 as they call him.
7 minutes to go in the game. 4th and 2. Washington from their own 40 will go for it with the Lions leading by 1. Hartman trying to get everybody in position. Play clock at 1. There's the snap. Hartman back, throws right side, incomplete. Well overthrown. Guess who was in coverage that time on Craig Reynolds? Eric Hunter.
Wow, there it is. E40. Great pressure, too, coming off that edge. Dan, I think number 66, Eric O'Neal, another guy that Coach Campbell talked about, a guy that's versatile, a guy that can drop, a guy that can rush. He did a nice job of getting to the quarterback and forcing the early throw.
So the Lions are going to take over on downs here. After the failed 4th down attempt by Washington, so we will step aside. Lions lead it by 1, 6:43 to go. This is your home for Detroit Lions football.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
From concept to flight ready, the 3-Dimensional Services Group delivers for the aerospace industry. With cutting-edge manufacturing technology and precision machining that offers unbeatable accuracy and quality, we offer dynamic visuals showcasing the partner's capabilities. Connect with us today and elevate your aerospace projects. The 3-Dimensional Services Group is your partner in flight. Our team is your team. Learn more at the3dimensional.com or call 800-959-0804.
People love to talk about grit, but in Detroit and at Ford, we practice it. We show up when it's hard and step up when it's harder. And when obstacles block our path, we get in our trucks and haul them out of the way. Because in this city, the easy way out doesn't exist. There are only people. People who work tirelessly, passionately, unrelentingly, season after season. People who are striving in the pursuit of something greater than themselves. So, whether you're down by 6 in the fourth quarter or up to your knees in snow, in Detroit and at Ford, we always finish what we start, even when the odds say we can't. That's when we find a new gear. That's when we drive it home. Ready, set, Ford.
Time for an NFL scoreboard update from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Shedeur Sanders taking the reins. 4 for 4, a touchdown. No interceptions as the Browns are tied with the Bills in the second. Back to Dan and Lomas.
All right, thank you very much. We have 6:43 to go in this one. And a nice stand by the Lions defense has given them the football at the 39-yard line of Washington now. Altmaier, the quarterback, up under center. On first down, wants to throw. Pressure comes, going to get sacked. That time he play action fake, and Maurice Hurst, the former Wolverine, was all over him. And that's going to be a loss of 10 on the play. Maybe 9. Call it 2nd and 19 coming up.
That was a MA. Again, Miles Frazier pulled out, and nobody blocked his guy. So either Miles ran the wrong play, but that, again, you can't let free guys go like that unblocked.
4th time he's been sacked today. 2nd and 19 now. Play action fake again. Altmaier sets in the pocket, wants to throw, does. Got it complete inside the 35-yard line. That's a big gain down to the 32 to Malik Cunningham. Leaves the Lions looking to get a very manageable 3rd and 3 coming up, gain of 16.
And better protection that time. Again, gave Luka opportunity to get back there and set his feet, and he was able to make a nice throw to Cunningham.
So let's see what Drew Petzing dials up here. 3rd and 3 for the Lions from the Washington 32 with 5.5 to go in this game. Altmaier works out of the gun. He's got the snap, wants to throw, stepping up in the pocket, throws downfield. It is incomplete. Threw it in the direction that time of Jackson Meeks. Wasn't really close as he was under duress, and Meeks was pretty well covered.
Yeah, that outside pressure that came on Luke didn't give him an opportunity to set his feet and throw an accurate pass that time. But again, outside pressure making him step up and move out that pocket.
So it is 4th and 3. And the Lions will go for it from the Washington 32, leading by 1 here with 5:23 to go in the game. Altmaier's going to work out of the gun. He's got it back. Looking, rolling right, still looking. Going to throw it. Got it complete. Really nice play. Grab is made by Meeks for the first down. Altmaier, first of all, protection. Gave him all day back there. Then Altmaier kept his cool, rolled around the outside. Looked like everything he wanted was on the left side of the field. But as he surveyed and came free on the right side, he found Meeks and got the first down. Everything worked there.
Yeah, great job of making yourself big for the quarterback. Again, when you see, as a receiver, when you see your quarterback scrambling or in trouble, you have to get detached and make yourself big for him.
Meeks today, 4 catches for 32 yards. First down for the Lions now from the 26 of Washington. They keep it on the ground with a flag down. And Williams didn't get much.
Oh, okay.
It's
like
going to be
it.
against
all
Washington.
Sides. Yeah, all sides.
Defense offside, number 60. lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So that is the 11th penalty against Washington today. We had one of the commanders who's walking off the field, Malik Spencer, with the trainers.
I bet these coaches are losing their minds.
Well,
on
it's
the
such a clean
sideline.
first
Yes,
half. 3
man.
penalties between 2 teams.
Oh, my goodness.
Now I think we're up to 165.
Yeah.
No, 18. So here come the Lions now. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5 from the 21 of Washington. Altmaier up under center. Takes the snap with 4:41 to go. Hands it off. Left side is Williams, who's run hard today. Gets down to the 19, maybe the 18. Antonio Hamilton made the stop. Lions Red Zone offense brought to you by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Family in their red trucks in the red zone for you. Williams today, 8 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown.
Hard yards, too, Dan. He's
Also
been running hard.
Had that big catch on the screen for 24.
Yep.
2nd down and 2 coming up from the Washington 18. Lions lead at 14-13, 4:05 to go in the game. Altmaier on 2nd down will take the direct snap. He's got it, turns and gives it to Williams. Williams met at the line. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. But Washington had that well read that time.
Yeah.
Knight was in there.
And Jeffrey
Memba.
He was in there, too.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. It's everything he had to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 2. 14-13. Lions lead at 3:25 to go in this game. Lions are 9 of 15 on 3rd down today. There's the snap. They keep it on the ground, and he is denied once again. Pretty much a carbon copy of the last play. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just too much penetration by Washington that time.
Yeah, number 60 again, too. He was in there, on there. And Dan, I'm just...
Emba and Coward.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's miscommunication in the center of our offensive line, but when 2 plays like that happen with the same guy making the tackle or being in there, you know it's probably some miscommunication going on, because I just didn't see them get beat that badly right then.
I think the Lions are going to let this play clock run down and then call a timeout. There's 8 on the play clock, 2:38 on the game clock, and they're looking at a 4th down and 3 from their own, or the Washington 19. So there's the timeout called by Dan Campbell.
Timeout, Detroit. This will be their 2nd team timeout.
And they will send the field goal unit out now to try to extend this to a 4-point game, which would force Washington to score a touchdown to win. Yeah. With 2.5 minutes to go, that's what they will do.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say this, but I think it's more questions coming out of this game than answers that we have for it. I really do. I thought Cincinnati game, I thought that was a pretty good game for us, especially being the first game of the season. But I expected a lot better execution in this game. The penalties were just terrible in this game. So I think it's more questions that might come out of this game than answers.
So here we go from the 27-yard line. It is Jake Bates trying to attempt a 37-yard field goal attempt. Hash mark left side to extend the lead. Spot down kick on the way. It is up and it is good. So Jake Bates sends it through, extends the lead to 17-13 now with 2:26 to go. Kicks for Connection brought to you by 3-Dimensional Services Group for prototypes and low to medium volume production and assemblies. Donating $300 for every Lions field goal to the Rainbow Connection. Bates connects right there to extend that lead to 17-13. Good from 37. So 2:26 to go. Washington has all 3 timeouts remaining, and they will need the end zone to win this one. Copyrighted this broadcast owned by the Detroit Lions. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Detroit Lions is prohibited. So the Lions will send their special teams unit out.
I mean, Defensively, how do you think? Defensively, all right?
Yeah, I mean,
all
look,
right.
You gave up essentially 6 points.
Yeah.
And their only touchdown came on the fumble early in the game by Dobbs that resulted in a touchdown when it was recovered in the end zone. Here's Jake Bates with the kickoff. This is going to be fielded by Robert Henry up to the 20. Henry lost the football, free on the ground. Down at the 22-yard line, there's a pile. Did Washington get on top of it, or is that Detroit's ball? They're going to peel the bodies away and find out. Henry was hit and separated from the football. The Lions say they have it. The hit came from Jackson Meeks. Nothing from the officials as of yet. We got two guys down there. Guess who? Eric Hunter's down there fighting for that football. You got two guys wrapped around the football.
There he is.
And guess who came out of there with it? The rookie out of Morgan State, who is making a mark on defense and special teams. Jackson Meeks with the hit. Eric Hunter with the recovery. And the Lions should be able to ice this one from here with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Just a nice job of being where you need to be at. And, yeah, that was a nice hit, too, on the backside. It came through and jarred that ball loose. Was that 19?
That was Jackson Meeks, 13.
Yeah, 13. Nice job of getting down there, Dan.
So the Lions get exactly what they needed on special teams. They forced the takeaway. Now they'll try to kill this clock. Washington has all 3 timeouts remaining and the 2-minute warning. 2:15 to go. Clock will start on the snap. Altmaier in there at quarterback for Detroit. Single back behind him is Travion Williams. Altmaier turns, gives to Williams over the left side, runs through one tackle, dives down to the 22-yard line. Washington's going to burn their first timeout. Curtis Jacobs made the stop.
Timeout, Washington. This will be their second team timeout.
So the Lions lead it 17-13.
Timeout.
Washington has 2 timeouts remaining and the 2-minute warning. So theoretically, you could probably get 2 more plays in here before you get down to that 2-minute warning, depending upon if the Lions could break one here.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're looking at the end zone. I would love for them to finish this up by getting in the end zone.
Out of the huddle and to the line. Altmaier's going to move in behind center. Single back behind him is Williams. 3 tight ends in the game, all stacked to the right side. On second down, they turn, gives it to Blackshear over the right side. He drags the tackler inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. And that's going to set up a 3rd down and short for Detroit.
2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute warning here. 2 minutes to go in the game. Lions with it. They can salt this one away if they can get another first down. They've got a 3rd and 2 coming up from the 17 of Washington. It is the Lions leading by 4 on the Detroit Lions radio.
The Sirius XM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour checked in with the Lions and spoke with QB Jared Goff.
The mindset, the mentality, if you play here, it doesn't matter what position you play, you better bring it every single day.
Not really a part of that physicality as much.
You're the maestro of it, though.
Sure. I'm not really sticking my nose in it, but St. Brown, J-Mo, Laporta, Tesla, Gibbs, those are your skill players, and those guys are willing to do it. When the receivers are willing to block the way our guys are, it changes everything, and it's awesome. It really is.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Friday Night SmackDown is on Sirius XM WWE Radio. Hear the hard-hitting action.
Cody is busted wide open. Randy is unglued here.
He is snapped.
This is just savage, merciless. Oh.
And all the smack talk.
Easy to find, hard to beat.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett have the call of SmackDown. Friday nights at 8 Eastern on WWE Radio Channel 156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio. From draft strategies to auction advice to sleepers and players you need to avoid, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you draft a winning team with expert advice from Jeff Mans.
When the sure things at running back and receiver run out, draft Josh Allen.
Jeff Radcliffe.
If you're going to draft a player at their ceiling, they're almost always going to disappoint you.
The Fantasy Footballers.
I require 2 of my first 4 rounds to be running backs and potentially 3.
Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life.
I think when you look at the Falcons, if Pitts is going to be tight end 8, I think I'm going to buy.
Howard Bender.
I am so incredibly bullish on Ashton Genty this year. I've taken him 4th overall in drafts.
Fantasy Football Morning, presented by Fantasy Points.
One of these Packers receivers is going to hit big time. This is going to be a big season for Christian Watson.
And so much more. Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and search Draft Season on the Sirius XM app for your fantasy football audio draft kit.
College football never fails to deliver.
The countdown to college football season is on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Touchdown! It's nonstop talk about your favorite school.
Guaranteed this season, something will happen you've never seen before.
And our experts break down the contenders for the college football playoff.
I am all in on Oregon. Championship caliber defense.
It's all on College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
My goodness!
Tune to Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Fits.com. All right, back here. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Lions with 2 minutes to go from the Washington 17. Washington has 2 timeouts remaining. If the Lions can convert this, they can go a long way towards salting this one away. Let's see what they come up with here. Altmaier up under center. He's going to take the direct snap. Does. Turns. Gives it to Blackshear, who tries to get outside left. Fighting to get the edge. Did not get the first down. He's taken down just shy of the 12-yard line. Washington uses their 2nd timeout.
Timeout on the field. Washington.
They have 1 remaining. And the Lions will be looking at a 4th down. No, they're going to go for it. I think Dan Campbell wants to see if his guys can convert what Lomas would call an attitude play on 4th down and 2 from their own 17. Almost feels like, man, a play-action fake here and see if you can dial something up. Because Washington is just stuffing that run game. Here we go. Out of the huddle and to the line. 4th and 2. Minute 52 to go. Lions try to salt it away. They do keep it on the ground. Inside the 15. Very close to a first down is Blackshear. And they're going to say he's got it, and that's going to be your ball game. Blackshear got the tough yards he needed there to move the chains. And the Lions can now let this clock run with 1:30 to go. Washington only has 1 timeout remaining. They will not use it. It's a nice run through traffic that time by Blackshear. They weren't getting much here when it came to their ability to run the football. But now they get to go into victory formation. Altmaier will move in behind center, takes the snap, takes a knee. And they will do that one more time, and this game will be over. Some really good individual plays in this game. Eric Hunter jumped off the tape. Rookie out of Morgan State. I think Jackson Meeks really helped himself today. Receiving and also with a play on special teams to force that fumble as Altmaier takes the snap, and that'll do it. 2 teams will meet out in the middle of the field to say job well done. Job better done on this day by the Detroit Lions as they come away with a 17-13 victory to pick up their first win of the preseason. Our post-game show is coming up. TJ Lang will talk with head coach Dan Campbell and some of the key players from today's game as well. Mark Ryan will recap everything that happened in this one and the rest of what's going on around the league as well. So that'll do it. Final score again from here at Ford Field, 17.